comrades, today is June 24, 2025, and the current time is 8:34 p.m. Please note that the correct term is manila folder. Some comrades have mistakenly called them vanilla folders and may have believed it to be a form of food. Please be careful with your manila vanilla usage. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Hey, welcome to the Void. I actually don't have the game booted up yet, for a very, very good reason. Would you like to know that very, very cool reason? Give me 1 second, and I will show you the very cool reason why we're not on screen yet. Give me 1 moment. Well, one is actually, yes, I did want to show how fast this thing boots. The more important thing is I want to show you just how much I have trimmed this thing. I have trimmed my list significantly. Okay, also let me put on some background noise so we're not just listening to me yap. Let's listen to Blue Archive is probably fine. Let's use Blue Archive music as background noise. So you might have noticed that I have trimmed this list significantly. If you see it here, it's kind of hard to read, but it says 52. Oh, you can't see with my big head. I'm sorry for having a big, beautiful head. And a lot of what is left is actually cosmetic mods that I have chosen to leave in because I'm a sucker for those types of things. Now, the main thing that I don't know if it's going to work fine is this mod called Pawn Editor, which, as far as I can tell, might actually not work correctly with the current patch, and I'd have to download a special version that is currently being used on GitHub as a like 1.6 beta, because the author of the mod is actually no longer... Do not use it? Okay, fine. Alright, well, I think the reason is that the guy who initially created the mod is no longer modding. And so he's like, hey, someone said on, at least on the Steam page, that there is in fact a... What's what I'm thinking of? A beta for it? So I was like, okay, that's nice. Maybe I could go use that. But unfortunately, I don't really know how to pull things off of GitHub because I'm a lazy person who's never really had to use GitHub most of the time. So real quick, let's see here. So yeah, there's a 1.6 Git branch. The last commit was a few days ago. But it probably... We'll have to see if it pans out. I don't know if it will work, and I don't know how to pull... I don't know how to pull off of GitHub, is basically the best way I'm going to describe it. I'm just not very... I don't know how to do this, anything like here. Because I see that there is a commit. I don't really know how to download that, the changes. So unfortunately, we'll have to not use Pawn Editor, and we'll have to just rely mostly on vanilla. Anyways, how are all of you doing today, comrades? Hello, Kefir and SBO and Zeoposer and Goldenrod. Congrats to Kefir for being, or for SBO for being first. Also, hello there, Uvi and Zeoposer and Goldenrod, and I know Ray and Hichi and Skylit, and I think that's everyone who said anything so far. They don't see any of your... I saw that your mods were updated, and I actually decided to keep them. But I ultimately decided I want to trim as much as possible. Like, you might notice that I trimmed a lot, and I'm still actively trying to trim as much as I can. The only one I'm not sure if it's gonna work is Mad Skills. It's possible that this one will work, but I want to find out. Basically, the only reason I have this one enabled is to prevent... Oh, shoot, I forgot chat's hidden, I'm sorry. The only reason I have, Mad Skills is to have to not... It's for pawns to not have skill loss over time, right? I don't like dealing with skill loss, so that's the one thing I'm probably gonna remove. And most of these other ones, I think, are just like some mostly cosmetic shenanigans, so it shouldn't be too bad. Hello there, Riston. How are you? So I think this should work. Yeah, I think this should work. Let's find out. I don't know why these are, like, not down here, but that should be fine. Just doing some vintage. I was about to try playing Vintage Story if I could have gotten it to work, but for some reason, I think I was having a bit of an issue with it, so ultimately I'm not playing it. Oh, I can get rid of Doormat. Let's get rid of Doormat. And let's see. I think most of these should be okay to keep. Because a lot of it is just cosmetic mods. And a very minor amount of QOL. I think this is fine. I don't know why, like, it's like... Okay, like, all the DLC should be near the top, shouldn't it? Like, I don't know why this thing is not having it in the release order. Let's just try this. I think this should be fine. Alright, let's also turn off the funny Vocaloid music so I don't get copyright struck. You're trying to play Three Kingdoms Mushoden. Got bored. Wait, what is Three Kingdoms Mushoden? Should I Google this game up? Let's see. Three Kingdoms Mushoden. I'm gonna see if I can get Vintage Story to work tomorrow, and we'll play Vintage Story, because I have been kind of interested in playing that for quite some time. Oh my gosh, it loaded so fast. Oh my gosh, that was so quick. Whoa. Wait. Hold on, I want to try that again. Wait, that was crazy quick. Hold on, I'm pulling up a timer on my phone. Wait. Hold on, where's my phone? That was so fast. That was like, it zoomed. Hold on, pulling up my phone, I'm gonna do a stopwatch, and we're gonna find out exactly how long this thing takes to boot up, because that was insane. Where's your backpack battles? Maybe there's no more backpack battles on RimWorld days, unless I start adding more mods. Also, hi, Zingo. 10 seconds in. Oh, it's kind of like Battle Brothers. Okay, but I assume it's Battle Brothers, but Chinese themed, like 20 seconds. And I don't have the error screen popping up anymore. Oh my gosh, what is this? Huh? Don't understand. It's so fast. All right, let's try a new colony. Let's see here. You know what? I think we're gonna try a Mechanator run. I have not done a Mechanator run in quite forever, so let's try this. And because hold on, let me see here. Pretty sure most of these will not load. However, I think the only thing I want to ensure is, you know what? No, let's just leave it as is. Let's just try this as is. This is a 1.6 mostly vanilla run. I have about some 40, according to this, about like 40 something mods, but a good half of them are just cosmetics like hair and minor stuff like that. So it should be fine. Alright, let's do Randy Random with, let's see, custom. What do I normally do here? Maybe we'll do colonist insta-kills. We'll drop that down to 0. You don't know. Let's leave it as is. Let's do Strive to Survive, I think is the normal one. Yeah, let's try that. This should be fine. However, I'm gonna turn off anomaly threats. I think for this one, I don't really want to deal with anomaly shenanigans. And I think all these other settings are fine. The theme is we're gonna have our own little singular pawn with a bunch of robots and see how this pans out. Also, I'm one of those people who does not like these crazy things, so let's just throw in a standard pirate gang, a rough outlander union, and a, let's see, maybe a standard fierce tribe instead of Neanderthals, add a savage tribe. I think that should be okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. I wonder if we could do a large map now. Hold on. No, okay, let's leave it at medium. I don't want to go too crazy. I just want to see how this pans out. Because again, I am kind of curious to see what changes 1.6 is going to be like for the gameplay. At least for making the game load fast. Oh man, it's kind of buttery smooth. Hold on, let's make the population a little bit heftier. Large map works. Well, for me, 1.5 large maps has definitely struggled a little bit, so that's why I'm trying to not do super crazy stuff. I'm sure if Alana was here, she'd probably complain about like how I still have too many mods. And it's not a true vanilla run, but that's okay. Let's start somewhere. I don't know if fishing is in the base game yet. I think that's coming in the DLC. God, there is so much pollution. God, that is way too much. Hold on, I'm gonna trim the pollution down. I don't want to deal with trying to find a pollution on a map. It's too much effort. I don't like it. I mean, to be fair, a lot of the red mods are just cosmetic mods and progress render. I think progress render should probably be fine. Mad Skills is the only code mod that's red, which would probably be questionable. Alright, I don't think fishing's in the game yet, but let's just start in a simple temperate forest with a little bit of mountain. Oh, I don't have that thing that tells me what the map looks like anymore. Oh no. Alright, that's fine. We'll learn to adapt. Red means it's I don't think that's how that works. Alright, let's make a fluid ideology with a Archist vibe. No, we're Buddhist technocrats, and then we're gonna go with transhumanist and I can only add one meme. Alright, we're transhumanist. Alright, let's do a transhumanist run. Let's see. We are part of the Industrial University, and we're known as the Hypertantrics. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna do a transhumanist run. We gotta pick one person to be our great victim for this grand experiment. Alright. Nah, we're not gonna do Flesh Spirit. Alright, how about this? Oh, wait, why don't I just make myself the pawn? Hold on. Oh, shoot, I don't have a pawn editor. Wait, that's right, I can't change their hair from this screen. That's really annoying. Oh my gosh. I don't want to see if pawn editor works. Alright, that's fine. Let's see. I can't load Mad Max's pawn because I don't have pawn editor, that's the thing. Wait, I can do a custom xenotype? Wait a second, hold on. Alright, hold on. We're gonna pick a cute anime girl. Let's see. This one. Wreckage Explorer, Recluse, Sanguine, Brawler, Iron-Willed Psychopath. With an old gunshot wound and has a mech link installed. Everyone we pick is gonna have a mech link installed regardless. She's 17, melee. No construction skill, no shooting skill. Oh, but she's got robots, right? So it should be. But the lack of crafting would probably be deadly, right? Maybe this would be fine. She probably can't craft anything, though. It's gonna be the biggest issue, and we have to recruit someone that can. Let's see. Are they always gonna be I guess they're always gonna be Recluse, which is kind of interesting if we're picking a robot mech lord type character. Medical, social. Let's see. What else we got here? Lara, Rash, Day. I don't like most of these. This one's got asthma too. Pressing the randomize button's always the annoying part. Some of them are really young though. Sickly Child, Machinist Hunter. Shooting, Melee, Space Marine. Recluse, Slow Learner. Oh jeez. Minus 75% learning. If only it wasn't for that trait, this would be fine. I think I do have EPOE installed. Great memory. Wait, that's just... Okay, that's just nonsensical. Recluse, Ugly, Psychopath, Asexual, Greedy, Social. I need someone with, like, good intelligence and crafting. Alcohol. Psychite Addiction is not good. Bad Back, because she's 56. Recluse, Beautiful, Abrasive. Greedy, Chemical Interest, which means she's probably going to be a druggie. Too Smart. Industrious. Teetotaler, so no drugs. Optimus. Alright, this one's fine. I think we'll go with her. Alright, so... Nadezha Gilmore. 17 years of age, a Wreckage Explorer. Alright. Let's see how she pans out. Will she survive in these trying times? Or will she fall like many others before her? We'll see how this goes. I will say, it was kind of funny when I was trying to trim down the mod list. I opened up Rimpi after I updated to 1.6 unstable, and it was kind of funny watching... Oh, well, that's not a good sign. I'm sure that's fine, right? Okay. My god, my UI is so barren. Oh. Oh, my UI is so bland. I don't even have, pick, Force Hall anymore. Or, what is it, prioritizing? Yeah, that's not a thing I have anymore. Oh my gosh, this is so weird. Oh, I don't have that thing that tells me, like, how much what my TPS is. I should probably figure out which mod that is. Oh my god. It's so weird. What is this? I don't understand this UI. This UI is so empty. It's so clean. Where's all of my funny buttons that tell me everything I want to know? Alright. God, it's so trimmed down. Look, like this, when I was playing Last Colony, this thing had like 2 rows and the tabs were so thick. Now it's just like, oh yeah, you just have the bare bones that you need. It's like, oh god, I don't remember how any of this operates. Let's go for solar panels first then. And then we'll probably need to go get batteries? Where's batteries? I already have batteries. Okay, cool. So solar's probably perfect then. The vanilla tech tree is what scares you the most. It scares me looking at it. I'm like, it's just strange to behold. All right, let's. Okay, do we know how to chop down trees? Okay, what do we have? We have a constructoid. So constructoids, let's see. They have construction speed, cleaning speed. Okay. But they don't really know how to chop down trees. We have to do that on our own. Okay, so we can do everything. All right. I have an idea. Let's name the robots. Who wants to be the constructoid and who wants to be the lifter? Let's ask that question and we'll work from there. If you want to be the robot, let me know and I will make you a robot. Okay, thankfully this mod still works. Designator shapes I think is one that I really want to keep. And then we'll need to set up a small base. We'll probably just grab this and use this as our base. Yeah, I think that'll be fine, because it's made out of what? Sandstone? Name one of them Dingus? Why Dingus? Why Dingus is the name? Dingus doesn't seem like a very... Okay, maybe we'll see. Alright, so let's see here. So, if I remember correctly, let's see if I remember how to do this. Okay, so first let's build this out. We can use this as the basis for a base, right? Something like this is probably a good starting point. And why don't we also begin setting up a... What do I want to call stockpile zone? So we'll do... Why don't we use this entire corner as the dumping ground for everything? That should be fine. Alright. So, max speed. I don't know what my FPS is, but I'm sure it's probably fine. Is there a way to see what my FPS is? Probably not. There's probably a mod that I need in order to see what my FPS is. UI scale, see everything, silhouettes, menu background anomalies, fine. Visible mood. Okay, so I think we'll leave all this alone. She doesn't have any weapons, because she's reliant on her robots to do everything for her. Okay. So as soon as she chops down the trees, then the constructor starts moving things, and we should have a lifter moving things around. Yep, the lifter's helping. There we go. I think this, I think we got a good start here. And then we'll need to be able to research how to make more robots, I think. Oh, we have basic mech tech, so we can make more at the very least. We can make more lifters. We can make a Militor as well. So at the very least, we got that. So let's see. So in order to do that, I need to go into biotech. We can build a mech recharger, which will require at least one component. Okay, so let's see. Let's set up a separate garage for the mechs to... Basically, let's set up a workshop for the mechanoid shenanigans. Let's do that. Maybe let's do that right down here. I think this will be a good spot to basically have as our great workshop. I think that'll be fine. We'll need to set up power and everything else, and this will be... I think this will be a good run. I have good feeling about this. Oh man, I don't have overwall vents anymore. Oh, that's gonna be weird. Ugh. Playing mostly vanilla in this day and age? Strange. Okay, we also need a door, so let's, Okay, so at least the replacing thing, I think that's vanilla mechanics now. Perfect, yeah, I think that's vanilla mechanics, so at the very least we can set this up. Oh, we don't even have a bed yet. Let's build a quick bed. I think we'll use this one as the bedroom. Normally I would put a bathroom here, but we're not playing with Dub's Bad Hygiene, which is extra strange because I've been playing with that mod for so long. It's so weird not actually having it. There we go. So she doesn't have a bed, but that's fine, because now what we can do is... I gotta make sure that the robots don't run out of charge, right? Yeah, so I do need to worry about power now, so let's do... We can probably get away with 2 windmills. That should be cheap enough to manufacture. I don't know if we have enough steel. We have enough steel for that, that's fine. And then we should probably strip out every single tree that exists here. So let's cut all the plants. And then I think there's a specific... Okay, hold on. Isn't there a special robot for... Let's do this. Okay, so we need a mech charger. So why don't we do... Let's see, so band node... Oh, we don't have the construction skill to make a subcore encoder, because you need construction level 4. She has construction level 3. She's a little incompetent. That's not a good sign. Let's put 2 mech things here so we can get some charging going. And we'll need to chop down every tree here. Let's do order... Cut all the plants. I think this is the minimum. So, anyways, how well have you been doing tonight? I know people probably weren't expecting a second day of RimWorld, but I was really curious to see what 1.6 offered us, so I wanted to be like, alright, let's try it. Let's just see how 1.6 is, you know, in the context of making the game run a little bit better compared to what it was before, and see how it operates. And I think it's gonna be kind of interesting, because I know... I'm very excited for 1.6. I've mentioned that multiple times over. It's like, yes, I want to know what this game's going to be like. Oh, she's going to get more skills, right? Okay, also, let me double check some. Let's see if mad skills is actually working. Okay. Okay, so good. So I have the decay multiplier turned on, so pawns will not ever lose skills, because I hate that mechanic so much. I get that it's there for a reason, but it's probably like one of my least favorite mechanics in the game. Okay, so now we have power. No, we don't, because wind turbines aren't working yet. And we'll need batteries, so we'll need to put at least... You know, let's turn this into the battery room. I think that should be fine. Oh, slowly but surely. These mechanoids are going to run out of charge soon enough. And I think once they're charging, they can't do anything for some time, right? I'll also need to find a way to trim and purge the excess... What do you call them? The... Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, let's get a research lab also built. So we'll need a... Ooh, can I just jump... Oh, I can't even build a... I can't build a high-tech... Wait, hold on. Can the constructor build it? What is this thing's skill, actually? What is this thing's skill? It's count as 10, so whatever I can't build, that thing can build. Okay, that's actually pretty handy. Okay, yeah, that's actually incredibly useful. Okay, so maybe... I think what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna move the bed into this tiny little cubby so I can put the research lab over here instead. I think that'll be fine. Yeah, put a high-tech research bench here. I am running out of steel. We will need to start digging out rocks, which I'm not sure if she even has the skill to dig rocks out, but we don't have a choice. Alright, well, I need these trees trimmed now. Okay, get rid of that tree, that tree, that tree, that tree, and that tree. Should be enough to get us started. Yeah, I'm... Anyways, 1.6, I'm very excited. So, we should be getting a new dev diary, I think, in the next few days, right? And then I think once that comes out, we'll do a read on that and see what it looks like it might be happening. Okay, so there's our research bench. We have power. So these mech rechargers are now actually recharging things. Very nice. We have... Thankfully, it's one person, so 35 meals should last us about... I think, what, you eat 2 meals per day? So singular person should survive quite a while. Now, we do need to dig out rocks. That is a single metal rock. A lot of uranium. I don't see a lot of steel here. There's a lot over there, which I guess we can do. Also, very interesting. I used to be able to just press equal sign on my keyboard to dig out an entire vein, but I don't seem to have that option anymore. I don't really want to interact with the fallen monolith. Ugh. You're not gonna have any meteors today, Xanth. Those mods straight up do not work anymore. Yeah, you can't even summon Barack Obama, which for some reason you're trying to do. Also claim everything. Claim all this is ours. I'm not sure if that makes the robots do anything, but I would like them to charge. Okay, good. So it does make the Constructoid recharge. So I can draft it. Interesting. The Obama Prism. Why are you trying to summon Obama? What has Obama done to deserve being summoned to this channel? Obama would probably come in here and be like, why is there an animal girl? Oh, I could dev mode destroy this. You're right. Let's just destroy this. I just don't want to deal with those mechanics for this run, so let's just get rid of that. Okay, right, so we also need to run power up here. That thing can at least charge, which thankfully we should have enough steel. We have 5 subcores. So in order to build a subcore encoder and a mech gestator, so we'll need a gestator and an encoder. And we probably will need some light. Banish me to the Obama Prism. Obama would never imprison me. Obama loves me, all right? I've actually talked to the president. You know, President Obama, fantastic guy. He's got a dream. All right, so let's just set up bare bones defenses, which if I remember correctly, the way you do this is something like this. I think it's something like this, right? Hold on, you do... I could at least do it this way. So if you build a door here, and then... God, I think this is how it worked. Yeah, it's like a bare bones like trap wall thing. Yeah. Sorry, I hope you have shaken hands with at least 3 senators and told one of them to the face got you beat. That's a very interesting flex. Was it worth insulting them? Was it worth insulting them? Because I think your own pawns can't accidentally trigger these, right? I hope so. Okay. We need metal. So what I'm gonna do is... She's no longer allowed to do that. I need her to just dig rocks. Of which she's very slow at doing. Is there a mining mechanoid? 3 centers the Roman Republic, pawns can accidentally trip on them. Okay, so pawns can trip on them. That's not a good sign. That's fine, probably. I'm sure we'll figure out a way to deal with that when the time comes. Okay, and once we get more metal, we can use that for building. There we go. Perfect. So in order to build this, I need 100. I need to make sure I have enough components. This one will require another 150. Robot channel handle that, and let's get some lights going as well. Basically, like, once we get the core robots done, I can just leave everything to the robots, while our great Nadezhda will handle everything. Also, I'm gonna name this one... I'm gonna call you Buildy. And I'm gonna call this one Lifty. Oh yeah, I'm very creative with the names. And we'll see how this pans out. Yeah, so let's see. What kind of mechs are available to me? Auto repair, drafting. Oh, I can change their colors? Ooh, I want their accent color to be green. Oh, that's nice. Do I have the DLC? I wish I had the DLC. No, we're playing with the unstable patch to see how it pans out. Okay, so I actually didn't need the mech. I didn't actually need the subcore encoder because we already have access to subcores. So I also want to research the standard mech tech. I need a signal chip. Gets me access to some other ones. This one lets me build clean sweeper, agra. Okay, so I need an agrahan. That's what I need. Okay. You just rage quitted War Thunder. Yeah, why? The question is, why are you playing War Thunder? I used to play a lot of War Thunder, and then I decided that it wasn't worth the stress of playing anymore, so ultimately, at some point, I decided I'm done with War Thunder. But you, bravely playing War Thunder in this day and age, I hope it goes well for you and you don't agonize too much playing that game. I like War Thunder up to a point, but it has its issues, and so I ultimately stopped playing it at some point. And I don't think Ray would ever want me to go back to playing that game. It's not like she ever saw me play it, but I'm pretty sure she'd just be like, no, stop playing this game. Stop playing bad games, she would say. go here, and I think that should be... I need a kitchen. So what if I do... This is all temporary bases anyways, this should be okay. And then I should be able to put a door here. Like I said, I stopped playing War Thunder because of the whole... Like, it just got too expensive and too much time consuming to play. But I totally understand why people do play it. It is probably, like, I like it a lot more than World of Tanks. Because World of Tanks, my biggest problem is that that game is incredibly arcade-like. And I didn't want to play an arcade game, right? I wanted to play, like, an actual experience, like, where what you shoot actually matters. Okay, so we're getting the steel, but we're not gonna have the character. Okay, let's see. Let's add a build to make a... I would like... Okay, so Lifter, Militor. I want an Agrahand and a Militor, because the Militor we can use to protect ourselves, and we should have enough Gestation cores for this. In fact, let's just order Gestation now. There we go. Okay, so this one should come by and recharge soon. Hello, yes, Drunken Wayfarer. Also, let me look at this game that you mentioned earlier, because I forgot to look at it. I pulled it up on Steam, because I was genuinely curious, what is this game you're talking about? By the way, if you don't know, this stream is also available on the Tube. So you should totally have that open at the same time, so that I can get blessed by the algorithm. Let's see, try out IL-2 or GH. What's GHPC? Also, let me look at this game. So, Three Kingdoms Mushoden. Oh, this really does look like Battle Brothers. Except, wow, that is... Actually, it looks kind of interesting. The art's kind of nice. Mixed reviews, though, is not a good sign. Tube, thank you for being on the Tube. Alright, where's my RimWorld? I have no intention of streaming to Kick at the current time because of some of the content that people stream on there I don't want to be associated with is really the main thing. 3 days to gestate a robot. Yikes, okay. We should have done that earlier. How much days of food do we have? We got 29 days. We could probably just pick berries for a while. Because we don't have that much plant skill, right? No, we don't. At the very least, all we can do for now is grab more metal. Because I don't think... Let's see here. So standard mech tech. Tunnelers... Can mine. So I need a tunneler. Okay. So I need to find on the map somewhere. There should be like a mechanoid thing that I can interact with. It should glow red. I think, is it this one? No. Where is it? It's usually on the... It usually glows red. And that will get me access to the item I need. A strange signal. I don't remember what this one does. I do not remember what this one does. RimWorld strange signal. I think this one... I want to say this is the one for... I think this is the Void Monolith one, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore that. Gonna ignore that. Where's the mech? We have two mechs right now. We have Buildy and Lifty. So, if I remember correctly, the questline for, or at least the progression for mechs, is that you need to find the... You need to get the signal chip. The problem is, I don't know... The thing I'm thinking of gives me the mech link itself. Really? Wait, so then I just... Wait. Okay, in that case, I don't know. I gotta figure out what I do with that. Yeah, the mech that spawns to the map. That's the thing that I'm trying to think of. But Hoovy says that it's... I think that just gives me the mech link. But I thought that also opens the quest for the signal thing. Yes, we start with the Mechanator. I am the Mechanator. Oh, okay, got it. It's a radio call-in with the comm thing. Okay, that's how that works. Got it. Got it. Also, wow, these things take forever to recharge. Yeah, wow, that is really slow to recharge. Okay. I need you to quickly chop this tree so this thing can actually start, you know, generating electricity. Maybe this one too. Let's chop this one and this tiny little tree. There we go. Chop that and chop that. Come on. Now we have electricity flow. Oh my gosh, there's another tree here. Chop that one too. Oh my gosh, there's so many trees I forgot to chop. You can spoil whatever you want. I've done this before, it's just been a while since I've done it. Okay. Oh yeah. Alright, let's auto-cut blocking plants. I forgot about that function. I forgot that was vanilla. That used to be modded, I think. Okay, we got some bulk goods traders, so we can at least maybe talk to them up and we can hopefully buy some food. You know what we need? We need lights. We don't have any lights in here, and it's just dark and sad. Let's get a few wall lamps from the new wall lamp edition. We'll do 1, 2, and why don't we get this lit up as well? So far, we haven't been attacked yet, so that's a good sign. Rare Thrumbos have arrived. Let's go talk to them. I would like to trade. Alright, I would like to oh, I could purchase... If I purchase hens and roosters, we can grow eggs. But then I will need to feed them. Perhaps I need not do that for now. I will buy their pemmican. In exchange, I will sell them... Probably... Oh, maybe I don't need that much pemmican. How much pemmican counts as a meal? Let me think. So... Okay, so hold on. 1 prepackaged survival meal is worth 0.9 nutrition. Pemmican is only worth 0.5. That's not worth it. That's so expensive. I think we can just survive off of what we have right now. Maybe we don't have to buy anything. Yeah, I think we can just get by. Yeah, I don't want to feed them is the main problem. Yes, I had to summarize most of the reviews of the game. Apparently most of the negatives are Chinese, but you agree with some of them. What is the negative reviews about the funny Chinese game? Because I'm not familiar, remember? Look at these robots sleep. Now we're alone. A singular human. Oh, hold on. Let's crack this one open. Alright, we have our Agrahand. Perfect. So what we can do, which I like doing this anyways, is we're going to now grow crops. So we should be able to grow like here. We'll put the front one for potato. Actually, this front one for corn. We'll do the rear one for potatoes. I think we have more than enough time for food, and that way the Agrahand can start working. There we go. Look at it go. Look at how fast the thing is. It's beautiful. Robots. Oh, it's gonna chop down all the plants that we don't need to. There we go. I would like it to actually do things that I need it to do. Hello, Greywind. Yes, this is the mostly vanilla run. It is why not entirely vanilla run? Because I can't get away from certain mods that I do feel like I need. Primarily Rim HUD is like the big one. And I kept a bunch of cosmetic mods that are like, hey, this one will allow you to have different hairs, except I don't have a mod that lets me change the hairstyle on demand anymore. No Twitch integration. That mod is not available for the current patch. So don't expect that to show up anytime soon. Yeah. Okay, so what I think I can do is I can deny... She doesn't need to do this work anymore. I do have this... Yeah, I can get the Siling Station, but I don't have it right now. Look at that beautiful thing fly. Look at it go! I love it. I love seeing that. I wish I could tell how much TPS I have, because I am running this at 4x speed, and it's working pretty fine. Actually kind of beautiful to watch. Look at that thing just chopping those trees down. Okay, so this thing can actually... So Billy can chop down trees. It's 4:14 a.m. Does this mean you're gonna go to bed? Is that what you're implying right now? Also, we need to gestate the Militor, so let's get the Militor. Must be emptied. What do you mean we have to empty this? Why can't I empty this? Oh, I bet I need a place to dump the excess, isn't it? Okay. I'm trying to remember how you're supposed to deal with Tox packs aside from flinging them to other maps. I'm gonna take this shelf unit. I'm just gonna plop it down. I'm just gonna plop it down. Let's just plop it down over here. I can get rid of it later. Yeah, that should be fine. I think just keeping it there would not be the worst idea. Okay, so my bandwidth is... Let's see here. My bandwidth is 6, which means at some point I'll have to build the bandwidth increaser. Oh, but she's not assigned to construction. That's right. Alright, Buildy. It's time to build. There we go. Okay, so then I should be able to storage, clear all, tox packs, right? Okay. Alright. And then Hall, and then Lifty should... oh, Lifty's knocked out right now, right? So I should be able to have you... It must be emptied. How do I empty this? Do I need to make a zone first? Hold on. Oh, it's not Tox Packs. Oh, it's called something else. It's called something else that I cannot remember what it's actually called. It's not called a Tox Pack. It's called, Toxic Waste Pack. Thank you. That's the one it's called. Yeah. Got it. Oh, interesting. So you actually can't put toxic waste packs on top of this wooden shelf. That's really funny. Okay, so that actually doesn't do anything. Let's shove this over here then, and then I'm just gonna make a temporary dumping zone. Put it over here for the time being. And then we're just gonna call this the toxic waste pack site. There we go. And then I should be able to free this now. And then we can start gestating the next one. Yeah, okay, that should be fine. The Uma Musume is releasing tomorrow. Like on PC or in English. I have not played the Uma Musume game. I have some friends that are really into Uma Musume, but I am not planning on playing it myself. Have a good night game, Wilhelm. Oh, because stock packs only do things if they're out in the open, right? Others destroyed. Are flammable. They will release toxic gas. I mean, I'm probably just gonna dump them to my neighbors once I have the materials to do so. There we go. I think I'm okay polluting the bottom right corner just a little bit for now. Our priority is to expand, expand, expand. Like we're basically playing Factorio, right? Like we just have to expand, expand, expand. Okay, good. So look at all those crops, by the way. It's kind of beautiful to watch. Actually, since that thing... What's this thing's crop skill? 10? If it's actually that high, I don't know if I can grow heal root, but I want to see if I can. I should be able to. Actually, first things first, we should probably expand this zone a little bit. I think it's got to go up to... Okay. Got it. So what I'm going to do is let's expand... Expand this one. I think by 2 tiles and by 1 tile. Then we'll also expand this one here. I can click it. I'm gonna expand down by 1 tile and by 2 tiles. Perfect. Anyways, have a good night, game Wilhelm. Yes, we'll do heal root. Listen, heal root is very handy. Visitors have arrived. The main thing is I need the upgraded miner, but I think we need more Militors, right? Because I don't know what the first threat that comes in. We don't even have weapons yet. I just realized, yeah, we don't even have like any notable weapons for ourselves. I think once we dig out this stack of metal, we should be okay for a while, and then we'll just set ourselves to research. Yeah, let's set ourselves to research. We don't need to dig this out right now. Let's cancel that. So once this vein is mined out, we can sit around, research for a while, and hopefully we can get what we need, because we need to start researching... Well, 1, solar panels would be another good power source. And we'll obviously need to get standard mech tech at some point so we can get access to the other cool things. Primarily the tunneler. The tunneler and, I guess, the fighty ones like the pikemen would be incredibly handy to have. Weapons would be good too. We don't even have machining. We'll need smithing. They left us a gift of silver because we were so cool in Poggers. I hope the vanilla run's not too boring. Alright, we gotta name the Agrahand. I'm gonna call you Cotton Joe. There we go. Cotton Joe, I think, is a good name. I guess it's also a good stress test to see if my computer's gonna be okay when 1.6 drops. You know what I mean? Oh, we need recreation variety too. We don't have recreation. Thankfully, horseshoes exist, so let's just slap down some horseshoes here. And I will also need a growing zone of cotton. So Cotton Joe should be able to grow us some cotton right over here. There we go. Oh, we can grow heel root. Only requires 8. Okay. Maybe I need a second Agrahand. Second Agrahand is not the worst idea. Because if we have materials, we have food, we are down to 22 meals, which is not ideal, but it should be fine. Thing is, like, she can't really cook either. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna change her priority. So obviously these are number 1, and then we're gonna have her prioritize researching now. And let's just see how that pans out. Yes, Ray, hello. So there we go. It's not as fast as I would like. However, since we do have enough material, I think we can at least add some wood floors to make the place look a little, or feel a little homier. Does that make sense? Is there a crafting robot, or is that not a thing? A fabricator. Okay, so the fabricator is the crafting, cooking, the generic catch-all. Okay. So that is gonna be... It's kind of rough when we only have 1 pawn. I don't know how we're gonna get new friends, to say the least. We may have to engage in violence to acquire a new friend. Also, these things have waste that I need to purge too. Can I not? Oh, I guess I can only remove them when they're 100%. Let's get the mechanoid out here. Alright, here is our Militor. I'm gonna call you... Comrade. No, I'm gonna call you... What am I calling you? What's the randomized name? It's just generic names. Deadbeat, Spike, Scrambler, Joey. Okay. Let's have a naming theme. I think for this Militor, I'm gonna call you... Urianger, that's probably fine. I can probably not pronouncing that correctly because apparently it's pronounced Urianga or something like that. At least that's what I've been told. Okay, there we go. Now she's playing her thing. Does she actually have a weapon? Oh, she does have a weapon. She's got a gun. She has a pistol. Oh, here we go. So if you have a comms console, you can summon a Diabolos. Diabolos? So, what would I need to fight a Diabolos? I probably would need turrets of some kind. Right? I think that's my assumption, right? Yeah, I probably would need some turrets to help survive. Because if I remember correctly, it's pretty tanky and pretty deadly. Because I know I can summon them later. So I probably need EMP stuff first to deal with it. But wait, this is not... We're not playing, what's it called anymore? We're not playing Combat Extended, so I don't have access to EMP rounds. So without EMP rounds... What are my choices? Can I make EMP grenades? Maybe that's an option? I can't remember how that works in vanilla. Also, wow, this research is not that fast. Is there any way to make it faster? I probably don't have the tech for it. Oh wow, we're gonna be here for a while. Alone. Sad. I guess as the intellectuals, as he gets more intellectual, that speed will go up faster anyways. Yeah. A uranium mace. She doesn't even have the melee skill to do that. She's got a gun. We have a tiny little auto pistol bio-coded to her. Auto. Cotton Joe is also bored. Let's see. Let's do another grow zone. Let's just get some heal root slapped out here. I'm not sure how relevant heal root will be to us, but I'd rather just have heal root than not. Plus, it gives Cotton Joe something to do. Look at the poor guy. The Zier 5000, the Browning 50 cal and high power are still in service on the front lines. They probably are, you know. We don't have access to either of them right now because we don't have gunsmithing. But given enough time, I'm sure we'll get it. Yeah, it's just a lot of waiting right now. I guess we could gestate something else. What would I need? A clean sweeper is just for cleaning. I guess we'll do another... I guess I'd rather have another Militor. Let's just slap out another one of these things. Shouldn't be too difficult. And I guess making subcore encoders isn't too bad either. I do need to watch how much components we use until we have access to a fabricator. I think it's going to be the big one. And I may need another one of these. Let's get another stack just ready for charging. I guess we can't actually stack it like that. I'd rather just have a third, because I'm going to have 5 of these things running about. Yeah, also... Oh, let's give her a role. Wait, can we even give her a role if she's the single person? I don't even know if I'm allowed to do that. Hold on. I'm actually kind of curious. Can I give her a role as the lone colonist of the Enlightened Llama? Oh, you can do it. Okay. I'm just gonna give her... Let's see how this pans out. Maybe this works. Perfect. Okay, so now she's got the role. Because she's the only person here. I guess when you're the only person, you can declare whatever you want. So that makes sense. Okay, so right now her biggest complaints is that she does not have... Her environment is ugly. Which is understandable. It has not been cleaned in some time. We'll at least build one clean sweeper after this mechanoid has been gestated. This is an interesting run. I think this is... I have high hopes for this. We'll probably do this until... We'll probably do this run until the DLC finally releases, and then we'll go back to doing our wacky shenanigans as normal. Actually, since we have enough wood, and I do need to use it... I think let's quickly set up a tailor bench. I wanted this to be the kitchen, but this might just be the generic workshop. But this should probably be the kitchen. I think what we'll do is... Frozen... Okay, yeah, so... the pantry... Kitchen... Yeah, I think that should be fine. I think that'll be okay. Maybe we don't have a second door there. I think that's probably not necessary. And then I should be able to slap down a electric stove so we can actually cook meals. And it's either that or she starts consuming nutrient paste, which is an option, but sounds incredibly bland and sad. And so I don't want to... I'm trying to avoid that as much as I can. Okay, let's go down... Okay, so to even summon the thing, I'm gonna need a... Oh gosh, yeah, let's just go down smithing. Smithing into machining, get some machine tables so that I can make guns. Or do I ignore that and go straight for the comms console and rely strictly on the robots to handle the... But the Diabolos is pretty scary, right? If I remember correctly, I think it's spooky. Right? Because I know it has a lot of fire attacks. And I know you can... I know the labor mechs can also melee fight. Alright, I think my strategy will be... Let's slam out more... Yeah, I'm just gonna slam... We're gonna slam out more robots first before we commit to anything else. I think that'll be fine. Yeah, I think slamming out more robots is probably the smart idea. In the meanwhile, though, let's at least give ourselves a much nicer experience of living here. Let's get some research done. Let's do smithing. That at least gets us a bunch of stuff that we could possibly utilize. We'll do wood floors in the bedroom and in the kitchen. And also in the freezer. I think that should be fine. Man, that's been so long since I've had to play this game like this. It's strange, I'm telling you. To play the game the way the developers intended, is not something that I am comfortable with. Actually, now I'm kind of curious. I'm going to pull up the Twitch page for Rimworld. I want to see how many people are playing 1.6. I do see a good number of people doing 1.6 as well, so I guess everyone's kind of curious how this is panning out. Oh god, one person's doing a vampire run, no pause, 500%. I'm going to call this the mostly vanilla... Let's see, mostly vanilla Mechanator. Mech-E? I think it's Mech-I, right? Mech-I-nator. Mechanator run. Perfect. So people will understand that I'm here to build robots and have an army of them. Maybe I need to download mods that gives me more robots. There's this funny mod that adds like anime robots and it's really funny. Okay. So the problem is these things actually don't have... Is there a way to control how much energy... Yeah, is there actually a way to control how much energy that these things consume? Also, I'm gonna have these set to here. Control group, I can have 2, right? Wait. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna have the... let's have the fighter ones on mech control group 2. How does this work? Ah, okay, so you can cycle... Okay. You can actually choose how they operate and when they should charge. Okay. So I think in group 2, I want them to recharge anytime that they are below 50%. That way they're always ready for a fight, right? I think that'll be fine. The other ones can recharge whenever they feel like it. It's not that big of a deal. Let's see. Okay, so I already see the polluted soil. That's fun. Hi, Ranu, how are you? Don't think about it too much. Vanilla is... Let's just say seeing this very empty UI has scared me. Because it's so empty. It's not normal. Were you streaming today? I actually don't know if you were streaming today. Where did you go? Oh, she's got to drop the packs. Perfect. It's Tuesday, so I don't got it. Okay. Yeah, so we're doing our mechanoid run. Can you start working on the next thing? I need the cleaner. There we go. I'm trying to figure out how many Militors I need in order to survive the Diabolos. Maybe 3 or 4 should be fine. But that means I will need to build a... I guess I can build a band node. Okay, so a band node adds 1. It only adds 1? Wait. So I would need a lot of these then, right? 1, so if I can build 1, 2... Okay, so if I want 2, that's at least 8 components worth. Oh, geez, that's actually a lot. That's kind of annoying, actually. Oh, and they have to be spaced apart, too? Oh. Oh my, that is... okay. Interesting. Anyways, we'll try slamming 2 of them down for the time being so we can get that done. But we are running out of metal, and I probably should start getting more of it. Also, our potatoes will still take some time to grow. We should probably start chopping up some berries. How much medicine do I have? I have a decent stack of medicine, but I actually don't see berries on my map. Man, do I actually have to go hunting animals? Alright, hold on. Once it's daytime, we might have to go kill something for food. Which is strange. What just happened? Ah, there's a fair happening of ourselves, and we can maybe get... What did I set it to? What do I get? Nearby faction goodwill or a random refuge or random recruit. Let's do the random recruit one. Okay. I think what we'll do is let's quickly run the ritual. 55% with one person. She's just dancing and vibing all by herself, you know. That's kind of depressing, but it's true. There's not else but her. And I'm gonna have to figure out where... Okay, so... we did get development points, however, we didn't get a new colonist, which is unfortunate. Okay, we gotta go kill animals. Alright, let's see. There is a... I don't think I'm in the mood to kill a mega sloth. However, there is a raccoon here. I should be able to do... Where are you? Okay, cool. So then... Oh, the problem is she doesn't know how to butcher animals, too. Oh, boy. Alright. Alright, let's get a butcher table built. So we can at least butcher these things. And then... we'll need a zone, stockpile, here, set this to... raw food and corpses of animals that are not rotting. And that should allow us to get some nutrition, is the best way I'm going to describe it. So I should be able to undraft her, she'll haul it over. The builders are building. There is our band node. Okay, so these things don't require waste packs, right? Like, once this thing is built, it's built. At least that's my assumption. I can probably put one more in here. Extend this out a little bit. Also, it kind of sucks that this entire base is made out of wood, but that's just a temporary thing. Then I should be able to go here, make this butcher creature, do this forever, and we should start butchering now. And then I should be able to do this cook simple meal. I do have Dub's mint menus because I think it's fine to have simple meal, do this forever. How much meat do I get out of this? Is that enough to make a meal? Make one meal. Okay. So each... okay, so 10 meat gets you 1 meat. Or 1 meal. Okay, that's fine. At the very least, she'll consume those first. Okay. And then I should be able to now attune this to her. Okay, but if you attune to someone else, it's gonna take 3 days? Oh my gosh, so once you want to tune to someone, you better commit. You better commit to your tuning. So, anyways, tomorrow's stream, the last stream of the week, I do plan on getting Vintage Story to work, and I think that'll be fun. I know we don't do Minecraft-like games too much, if ever, but a lot of people have been playing Vintage Story. It looks interesting enough that I might be willing to give it a shot, so tomorrow we'll try Vintage Story for once. Yes, hi Immortal, Vintage Story. Yes, the funny game. Because actually what brought it up, what made it come to mind earlier was there's a game very similar called Hypixel that was under development for quite some time, and I only found out that Riot Games axed the entire project. They're just like, yeah, it's just dead. Which is really unfortunate. So if you don't know, there was a Minecraft server called Hypixel for the longest time, and the developers of that server, which was mostly a lot of mini games, were like, all right, what if we make our own game, right? A voxel-based game called Hypixel, based off their Hypixel server, which was very popular. Yeah, that thing died. It was very tragic. And I don't think there was anything that was gonna make it... Oh, can I call on you to work faster? I cannot, okay. She's still happy. What is she sad about? Slept in the heat. Oh, it is kind of warm and toasty, huh? So, I saw that they put an announcement out today that's like, hey, game's dead, sorry. Which I think a lot of people were really sad about because, hey, this game was basically in progress for like the longest time. All right, let's make this Gestator. I'm gonna make one more Militor. There we go, and let's have you slap down another one. Oh, I don't have the steel anymore. We don't have steel. Okay, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I think part of the problem with it's not just Riot Forge killing it. My understanding is that the game was so delayed for like the longest time, and the developers were like, we're not going to release this game until it's absolutely 100% perfect. And that's basically an impossible ask in like in any form of software development. Like, you can release something and then you can iterate upon it once it's out, but they're like, no, we're going to release the perfect product first. So even with a blank check from Riot, they're just like, they apparently just did not release anything playable for the like 5 years, and so they're like, all right, we're done, and Riot killed it. I'd also see the Windcraft killer. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, here we are now. Hi, Arani. Yes, it's a mostly vanilla run. There's a lot of just small QOL like info mods, like the map in the corner, but that's about it. And hairs. Stonehearth? What is Stonehearth? Let me look that up. Stonehearth game. Oh, this one. Yeah. Wait, Riot was... Oh, Radiant Entertainment? Okay. That's a shame, because I remember seeing Stonehearth a long time ago. I think my friend actually backed this on Kickstarter when it got announced on Kickstarter at first. I believe this one actually was a what's it called? I believe this one actually was a Kickstarter project, and my friend was like really into it. And he was like, "Oh, look at this cool game!" And he bought it and he played it, and he was like, "Oh, it's cool." Battle Studio Fighting game and just canned it. Oh, okay. Wait, the fighting game that they're still working on, right? The 2XKO or whatever they're calling it. The only good thing game being killed, you have yourself been hit, was Fire and Maneuver. Really fun to play, like a turn-based strategy game. Oh, let me look at that one up. Fire and Maneuver. It's very... I don't like playing that era game stuff because I'm not terribly fond of like pike and shot gameplay, but... Ah, gotcha. Interesting. Armchair Historian. Oh, it's an Armchair Historian game. Wait, this got abandoned? Did it get abandoned, or is it just they finished making the game so they didn't need to make any more? I was like, I looked at this, I'm like, wait, this art style looks vaguely familiar. I love Armchair Historian videos. You know what would be kind of fun one day? Maybe one of these days I will do a stream where we watch history videos and see how that where that goes. Okay, so I need to hook this up to our main protagonist character. We may need more batteries. We're gonna need more steel. We're gonna need way more steel. I just realized that we actually can't haul that, so let's see. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a new zone temporarily. We'll call this, I think Area 1 is fine, and this is basically like where our mechanoids are allowed to saunter about for the time being. At least the worker ones. Yeah, so Militor, you assigned to work 2. These are allowed in Area 1. Auto repairs turned on. And I think Urianger should be recharging soon. Where'd you go? How did you end up over here? Weren't you supposed to recharge? Oh, only when in work mode. Interesting. Okay, that explains a lot. Okay, can I turn you back on then? Let's carry it to the recharger. They didn't get through everything they put on their goal. Wait, really? What items did they not get? New game is in the works, but you want financial support out of principal at this point? Let's see. Master of Command. Take command of Europe's greatest 18th century war. Lead custom-tailored armory for one of 5 major powers. That actually looks really cool. You know what? When this game comes out, someone remind me. I'll stream it. Master of Command looks interesting. I'll stream it. I'm always a sucker for more games of this genre, one could say. I love, Napoleonic era warfare is not really my primary jam, but I could see it being entertaining enough that I would be willing to play it. These chargers are really slow. I have to build another one. Alright, what are we researching? Now they've got smithing. Are we near any... Oh, we are near a steam geyser, so maybe getting geothermal power would not be the worst idea. 3,000 is a lot, though. And I need weapons. I think I want to get to at least gun turrets. Or maybe we don't have to. Neural superchargers would not be a bad idea either, just so we can get smarter faster. Let's do that. I think that would just slowly accelerate us. They left out entire promised race option, now it's fallen to community models, but remake them. Oh, interesting. Huh. Still recommend because it's janky. 70% janky. Oh, okay. I'll give it a look then. Yeah, I'll give it a look then. PvP class systems? Oh, okay. Wait, that game was PvP. I thought that game was a single player experience. But I guess, you know, everything's multiplayer nowadays. The other game I was considering streaming at some point was Broken Arrow, but I just didn't want to pay $50 for it. It looks really cool though, and I know a lot of people are really into Broken Arrow. I looked at it and I was like, I legitimately thought it was made by Wigan Systems at first when I first saw the game, but it's actually made by like a bunch of Russian developers that I've never heard of before. And I was like, but I looked at it like, isn't this just Warno? But it's, I guess it's more modern. So, I don't know. The thing is too, I know a lot of people like playing these types of games as a, you know, single, like a multiplayer experience, but I'm not into multiplayer stuff like that anymore. I'd probably play it as like a single player campaign mode. Oh, that's a lot of fire. Okay, well thankfully we don't care. The fire can do its own thing. Okay, so these things don't generate any more toxic waste. That's fine. As long as we're able to charge up, we should be okay. We're running through our meals relatively quickly. We need to hunt down another animal. There is a rabbit here. And that rabbit is looking mighty tasty. Also, we need to put something in here real quick. This is our last core. Also, while we're here, we should probably set up a communications bench. I don't know if these... I don't think you can move these once you build this, right? Which is kind of annoying. Yeah, I'll put it in the kitchen. I'm sure putting a comms console in the kitchen is not going to cause any problems. They never bother with inter-town combat. Oh. And I assume that's one of the major features that they were pushing, right? And they're just like, alright, we're just not gonna... I think that's the thing, too. I think if you're gonna make a roadmap for a game, you should at least do your best to stick to it. I understand why sometimes they can't, right? And it's also not like you're paying for DLC. Oh, jeez. Okay, so we have our comms console. Now we're on to some of the deals. With 3 Minotaurs, is that enough? Probably not. I'm gonna need more. Probably turrets would be best. Yeah. You blame Riot for cutting development? Oh, because it's the Riot Forge thing, right? They're just like, a good studio. What if they can make us video games? I'm trying to think. There was like, I don't know. Riot, I think, just is known for killing projects. Like, they were working on that Diablo-like game for a while, and then I think they killed that. And supposedly, they're working on a Riot MMO. I don't believe that game will actually come out. I don't think the Riot MMO is actually gonna come out, realistically. Because there is zero reason for them to actually... Like, I don't understand why they want to make an MMO, I guess is the best way I'm trying to describe it. It doesn't really make sense to me. There we go. Delicious rabbit. Yummy. Okay, so let's just assign the work schedule real quick. So, priority number 1 is to cook, and then research after that. Everything else... Research should be the last thing on her mind. Oh, I just realized if she ever gets sick, that's gonna be really bad. We haven't had anything bad happen yet, but I am getting mildly concerned something bad might happen in the future. There we go. Okay, so you get about 2 meals out of a single rabbit, which isn't a lot, but gets you somewhere. I don't know a way to make this any faster. Do I really need a neural supercharger? Probably didn't. Ryan already has most of the meat and potatoes for the lore part of MMO. They've been getting their own universe for years now. I don't even think... Oh, geez, that is a lot of toxic. Ooh. Do I want to keep dumping toxins over there? Or should I just get research done and then move to another tile? I don't know. I've always been of the... I don't play a lot of Riot stuff anymore. And I know they do cut their games apart, like if it doesn't make them as much money as they were hoping to. Oh, we're getting raided now. Our first raid. A drifter. A dirt mole. Nicole Squid. Alright, well, Nicole Squid, if you wish to attack us, I will not stop you. But be warned, you are messing with some interesting forces at play. In fact, can I draft them? Okay, so there's a certain range, right, that they can only go into. Okay, let's get this one. Also, I need to name this one. What am I naming you? I'm gonna name you... Let's see. Al Capone. Good name. Alright. Oops. Gotta go to that F there. Alright, let's get our Overseer out over here. Let's get these two Mechanators over here. Alright, let's see how these actually fight this thing. I shouldn't have to participate. I am kind of curious, though. And maybe we can capture her. She's got high mining stats, so that'd be nice to have. Uh-oh. She'll fall eventually, right? Oh, jeez. Do they have different weapons? What do you have? It's so shotguns, right? Okay. Wow, guns are very slow at actually getting damage done. I don't want to keep her anymore because unfortunately she's got brain damage, so she is no longer worth rescuing or capturing. Bit of a shame, but you know, that's how it be. Shouldn't have attacked us if you wanted to live. All right, let's repair the poor guy. Do you want to give her brain damage, Miss Gunslinger? Yeah, exactly. Who could have possibly hurt this poor creature? You know, it's crazy how these creatures suddenly get hurt out of nowhere. Let's also crack this thing open. There we go. All right, so now we've got a bunch of we got 3 combat drones and 4 non-combat-y things, which is probably fine. We're probably gonna... I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with all these tox packs. I mean, there's a little bit of poison there. It's probably not gonna kill us. Polluted soil, yeah, it's growing slowly, but it's far away enough that it's not that big of a deal. And later on, we can use a tox pump to get rid of it. However, I am out of steel yet again. So the steel mines require sacrifices, and so we'll probably have to send Nadezha to get it. I need to get the tunnelers. The tunnelers, I think, would be super handy to just help dig out rocks. And we can maybe move our base inside of here. Hello, son, how are you doing? Ultra Mech Tech gets me access to some hilarious ones. Standard Mech Tech gets me Mech Commander Helmet. I believe this one does give you plus, like, what, 6 bandwidth? Yeah, so we'll need one of those. Subcore Soft Scanner. Oh, got it. Okay, so we need to make mechanoid brains with this thing too. That's fine too. I'm doing good. Hello, Flaming. How are you doing? Welcome to the mostly vanilla Mechanator run. We don't play vanilla very often, but since the DLC's coming out, I figured why not do a mostly vanilla run. Hello there, Audrey Pack on the other platform. There we go. Look at our beautiful setup here. We need to hunt down more food. Like, we're actually running out. Hello, Kahila. Good evening. Let's go kill... Actually, wait. Do mechanoids actually hunt down animals on their own? Like, if I just say hunt, will these things do it themselves, or do I have to manually control? I guess they can only be around the Overseer, right? So I assume they can't. This game is so broken. Why do you say it's broken? RimWorld has a lot of issues. I mean, I guess being broken might be one of them. Usually doesn't bother me, though. Any day now, that poor turtle will die, right? Okay, good. Then there should be another one. Another animal somewhere over here. Ah, let's kill this thing. Ah. Come on, just die. You'll be delicious food. If I'm trying to remember, I believe, if I recall correctly, guns do run out of durability over time, right? I think that's how this works. Or not. I don't remember how half of this works. Okay. Mechanoids are actually kind of lazy too. Also, I'm gonna set this to all raw food is fine. Okay. No, the turkey was delicious. It'll be fine. The turkey was gonna be nice. Hello, turkey main. Oh, I'm sorry. That's yeah. Don't worry about it too much. We had to do what we had to do. Okay, so I do need to use the restroom, but I need to set some things to be built real quick. Trying to think what I need temporarily. Don't think I need most of these right now. I probably need to set up a workshop room. And probably expand out this. Well, I actually don't like how I set this up. I'm probably gonna have to move things around because I didn't set this up with hallways, and hallways are my favorite thing. I would normally do a town build, but for this theme run, I think we probably don't want hallways, or I don't want a mega base, or sorry, I don't want town. Town works better with multiple pawns. For this run, I don't think we're gonna do that. Okay, so let's set up a new research lab room, probably somewhere. Okay, so we need to mark out some space here. So I think the way we can do this is let's set up a new room. You know, what if I just do like a big hallway? Performance balance, you still can't fish. I mean, you gotta wait for the DLC. I believe fishing is like the DLC component. Like, I don't think that's part of the main, like, this temporary patch that they're trialing. So keep that in mind. Like, I legitimately don't think it's just part of the thing yet. Dismantle these ancient fences. Get rid of this. That's more space that I can utilize. Alright, there we go. Let's let these things build quickly. Perfect. Oh, I might have left that open. Okay, I need to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. You can gawk at this for the time being. That's weird. I thought my mechanoids would have built that hallway already. They're taking their sweet time building this, I guess, which is very strange. Where's Buildy? Oh, I guess Buildy doesn't want to work anymore. Oh, we're getting attacked. Wait, what happened? Oh, I never dismissed that message. That's strange. Okay, well, we're fine. We should be okay. You know, I think the weirdest thing about this is I don't like playing with one pawn is such a weird experience because I'm not used to it. Does that make sense? Okay, we might have to suspend meals. Okay, so what we need to do is this should be priority storage here. I don't want the potatoes sitting here, and then I'm gonna need... Oh my god, I don't like how this is sorted out. Where is temperature management? Here it is. So we'll need to put a cooler there, but I also need to stop making food once we have, I believe, 10 is our limit, because we can't eat more than that realistically before it spoils. And then we'll need to get metal, and then we can research. She's a very, very busy lass. That's fine. Get more metal. No, dig rocks. Maybe I should just call in the threat. Let's see. God, how many would I need to fight it? How do I need to... Hey! Hello there, Garm. How are you doing, comrade? Maybe if we have an automatic rifle, it'd probably be fine. Yeah, we're doing more rimming, but we're doing mostly vanilla on 1.6 to try out how fast it is, which it's going fairly quickly, I want to say. Oh, look at that. We actually don't have enough electricity anymore. That's not a good sign. Okay, we're gonna need additional power sources now. Oh, we actually burned through too much power. A few solar gens during the day would not be the worst idea. Let's get this rock dug out. I need the metal more than anything. The other option is to find slag. And I should be able to turn slag into material, but I don't see slag either. Oh, I'm starting to get some frame rate hiccups there. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have you prioritize digging rocks out, because that is incredibly important, and I need rocks. Okay, we need the metal. So let's just have you dig rocks out. You're getting better at it, bit by bit. Yeah. Anyways, Garm, hopefully you're having a good evening. I saw the thing that you sent earlier. I forgot to say anything about it, but it looked fine. I still think the bow was a little too low, but it should be okay. I ultimately chose not to do an art stream today because I didn't want to do an art stream. I was like, alright, we'll try a 1.6. I wanted to see. And a Mechanator run, I think, was kind of a nice way to do things. Ah, a merchant has arrived. He comes bearing gifts, so I can't go, and comes with a group, so I can't just kill the poor guy and forcibly conscript him into our glorious army. What a shame. But I guess having only one person to feed is not the worst idea. Oh gosh, I actually have too much potatoes now. Yep, look at all that power problems. Alright, let's go trade with these people. Alright, what do you got? What am I willing to give you? I don't think I want any of these. The book might be fine. You know what? I will buy... Gotta go wash dishes. Have a good one. Have a good night, Hoovy. Unless you're coming back at some point, in which case, come back soon. Let's buy some beer. And I think that should be fine. I am running out of stuff, though, which is becoming a problem. Can you haul this? Yeah, you can see the mechanoid, like, flickering in and out of existence because we don't have power. We need consistent electricity ASAP. So my choice is I either build more... I think I just build another wind turbine. I think the solution is just build another wind turbine, honestly. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just build another wind turbine. It shouldn't be that difficult. We should have enough resources for this. Or soon enough will. Because I should be able to haul this, right? Yeah. At least the game's running fine. I wish there was a way to check how the performance, but it seems to be okay for now. Okay, so I'm thinking if we can get to automatic rifles, maybe I can then use that to fight against the... whatever it's called, the Diabolos, and we can move on to part 2 of our Mechanoid adventure? Mechanator adventure? So we have what? 4... we have what, 3 Militors? Maybe we have 1 more Militor help join in on the fight? Let me see. Let's see what we have. We have 3 Militors. I gotta name this one too. I'm gonna name you... let's see. What if I just named them after VTubers? Alright, I'm gonna name... no, maybe we shouldn't. Let's call this one... let me think. What's a generic sounding name? You know, I'm gonna rename all the combat Militors real quick. I'm gonna call this one... let's see. I don't want to just give them like Greek letter names. What's a good naming schemata for these things? Let's just use words starting with, like, go down the alphabet. So A. So A is for... I'm gonna call this one apostrophe. And then I'm gonna call this one bucket. And then I'm gonna call the next one I was about to call it chlamydia, but that's probably not a good name for a robot. I'm gonna call this one clock. Alright. So, we're just gonna, for the Militors, we're just gonna go A through Z. Or as Ray keeps telling me, it's pronounced A through Z, but I refuse to call it Z, so we're gonna keep calling it Z. Who calls it Z? Weird Canadians do, apparently. Okay, so this one's not ready yet, so we gotta cut the... cut now. Perfect. And that should hopefully summon the Agrihand to do it? Right? Where's my plant cutting robot? Come on. Okay, yeah, there it is. Okay, so there's our Agrihand. Okay, so I need to store all this now, which is a bit of a problem. I have too much stuff here. So we'll do cloth in here for the time being. Because at least it's a very easy spot to dump it in. Perfect. Because I need the cloth so I can make some nice other stuff. Where is our main character? Alright, you need to dig rocks out. I need the funny metal. Come on. If we can just dig this part out, then I think she can go back to just sitting there and making research for a while. And then once we get the tunneler, we should be fine. Alright, let's just have you... okay. Okay, so I think... you know what's just also weird? I don't have the storage mods. I'm so used to having all those funny storage mods that lets me store things wherever I need it to go, but I don't have that anymore. And I don't like it. I need it. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's stop digging rocks for the time being. And let's focus strictly on research for now. Yeah, let's focus on research. Let's also crank this down to -9. Where'd you go? Okay. And that should get us to where we need to go. We have enough food to last us for some time. It's just a matter of researching this. So, I don't think I need the neural supercharger, but we're already mostly there. So we'll finish this one. And then I think we'll go for... geothermal probably is easy, but we're also near a river, so I think we might also go for watermill. Watermill's probably a cheaper solution. Thankfully, we don't rely on... oh! I just realized, too! I have to think about winter. September is around the corner, and we hopefully will have enough food to last us. I am rimming on my colony until I world. Isn't it great? How are you doing, Magmar? Good evening. I didn't think about, like, food storage, which might become a problem. Okay, so we'll set these up, link these together, set these strictly for raw food, I think is fine. You live? Well, that's a good sign that you're alive. How was, your day, or evening, or whatever it is you were doing? Oh, gosh. An exotic goods trader has arrived. Trade ship. I promise I don't have a way to send them anything. Oh boy, let's not do that. Let's call this exotic company. I need a trade beacon, okay. Want to vent in the freezers, you can just open it during the winter. We probably will do that, but right now it is not winter yet, so... And we're already getting a lot of potatoes and other food coming in, especially with this giant stack of corn almost fully ready. Wednesday tomorrow, so halfway over. Ah, you're just waiting for the week to be over. Me too. Except when the week ends, I'm going up to Canada, which is going to be a whole nother level of things that I gotta worry about. Right, let's get watermill. I think the watermill will at least get us some consistent electricity for some time. Yeah, because we have a lot of food. We have too much cloth, actually. I could trade them if we ever find a trader, but we're not finding any traders yet. Yeah, that's the problem with this colony. You have it backwards. The wife doesn't head pat me. I head pat the wife. That's how this works, okay? That's how it works. Don't let her tell you otherwise. Plus, it's been about a month since I've been up in Canada, so it's about time that I'm up there. Don't worry. One day, Ray will be here, and then she will partake in all the weird, wacky stream shenanigans. Why are we doubting this? What's wrong? I get on a footstool. What do you mean I get on a footstool? Wait, what? Also, hi, Lana. How are you? Welcome to the mostly vanilla run. Isn't it great? It's mostly vanilla. With a few minor QOL mods. Like the minimap and Rim HUD. Just wanted to see how it was. Also, why is my building not building? Where is my builder? Where's Buildy? Oh, it's not in the zone. Oh, okay, that explains a lot. All right, let's expand this a little bit up here. Just up that a little bit. Yeah, it's trimmed down to like some 50-something things, and a lot of it is just like, well, 6 of that is the base plus DLC, and then the rest are basically, here's a bunch of hair mods. And maybe mint menus and smart speed. Want to know something funny? You left a tabletop. I'll tell you. Everyone's asked me if I'm supposed to be drawing of your cousin of all things, even though your cousin's a light brunette. Wait, what? Really? Do I look like your cousin? At least design-wise? That'd be kind of interesting. I was not expecting that to be what your family would say, but alright, I'll accept it, I guess. Oh, wait, so I can't replace doors with walls. That's annoying. Oh, okay, the flat bang framing face thing. Okay, gotcha. Okay, in that case, I get it. I think that's a fairly... I don't know. It works good on anime characters, I think. In real life, it's not as nice for the most part, but some people can make it look good. Really depends. I don't know. Thoughts on the updated picture? Did you send me another update or the one you sent me earlier this morning? I thought it was nice. I said earlier that I think the bow might still be a little low compared to what it should be, but beyond that, I think it's fine. I didn't see anything super egregious because you're still in Dyson. So it's probably fine. Although I guess the fact that you're aiming down a little bit's a bit odd for Dyson, but it should be a little bit more level than that. Oh, sorry, I didn't respond in text. Got it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm terrible at responding in text form a lot of the times. I am an easily distracted individual with a bajillion other things on my mind half the time. Oh, our builder is knocked out. How many mechanoids? Can I summon any? Can I have any more mechanoids? I can have one more. Okay, let's build one basic subcore, and that should allow us to build one more Militor. Yeah, and that should be fine. Oh, a bulk's good trader. Okay, there we go. That's what we're looking for. We can probably sell off a lot of the cotton, the cloth to them, and buy stuff that we need. Why am I hearing explosions? Oh, geez, they caught on fire and they spewed their fire foam everywhere. Let's trade with them. Hello there, traders. I am here to sell you cloth, and I will buy your steel in exchange for 500 cloth. Wow, that rate is pretty bad. Okay, so I could get a lot of steel that I do need. I think I buy the book. They don't have any automated weapons, which is kind of unfortunate. We have enough food for ourselves. Chem fuel might not be a bad idea, but I think it's fine to not sell the leathers that I don't need. Gets us a little bit more cash. Alright, I think this is fine. So we'll buy one book, 370 steel in exchange for cloth and leather. Alright, that's fine. Because we're going to get another stack right here. Another bit extra, so that should be enough. We probably need to set up a rec room at some point. Where is my... Where'd she go? Come on. Alright. Maybe we suspend cooking for now. Once that bill is done, let's suspend it. Because she should have enough food for the time being. Okay, so now can you put a mech in the thing here? I really need to find a way to get rid of these things. I don't want to freeze the tox packs for now. It is getting a little nasty here, but I guess in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big of a deal. As long as we're alive, it should be fine. Good, so Buildy's up and running, and she should be setting this up. There's the last Militor. I think one more Militor, we should be okay. And then we'll just sit there, research watermill, and we'll try to get down to gunsmithing. If I can get to gas operation or precision rifling. Let's see, that's still a decent amount that I have to go through. Oh, actually, wait, why don't I summon it next time there's another trader that arrives? Maybe the trader could help fight the threat. I think that would make sense, right? Why rely on myself only when I can also rely on, you know, our NPC allies? I will abuse them, as they are nothing more than pawns in the great game. There we go. So we can probably move the bedrooms up here, and I can probably repurpose this. I probably don't need this trap hallway anymore. At least that's my thinking. I don't think I need this anymore, so it should be okay to just get rid of that. Of course, I say that now, but realistically, I might actually still need it. Oh, geez, we're full on toxic packs here, too. How about this? Why don't we let the mechs roam around for now? Maybe they can try to... Maybe they can unload the waste packs? I order... Oh, Lifty's the one. Okay. So once Lifty's ready... There we go. Go, Lifty, go. Hopefully you have enough energy to go back there and then come back. Maybe I should have done a smaller map. Okay, also there is a lot of fire, and I don't like that. Okay, so they're leaving now. Let's see. Anyways, yeah, it is mostly vanilla, and it's just mostly a bunch of cosmetic mods, and things that are just designed to make me have to press less buttons, and also declare victory, which is always a fun thing to have. And the one thing I was kind of sad I couldn't get running, because I didn't want to risk it, was Pawn Editor. But my understanding is that the developer of Pawn Editor said, hey, I'm done developing mods, bye. So, bit of a shame, but, you know, I get it. A deserter has arrived. I'm sorry, but... Oh, no, I didn't mean to press accept. Oh, well, I guess we have a deserter now. Alright, well, welcome aboard, Nikophos. Alright, what are we calling ourselves? Our faction is now called the... What are we calling ourselves? The Grand Future... let's see. Grand Automata... Wait, what's a cool acronym? What's a cool acronym? GAS. The Gradient automata sector. And our town shall be known as Maid Hall. Perfect, I love it. Okay, so what does this guy have? Okay, so first of all, we're being attacked by a guy from a loyalty squad, which means I can get his weapon, which is a Hellcat rifle. I don't think it's biocoded, hopefully. Perfect, alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna kill him. Let's get everyone situated over here. We can just overrun the poor guy. Alright, escort, come on. Chop, chop, time to get these mechanoids up over here. Alright. Let's just kill the poor guy. We can take his weapon, and then we'll try to make friends with the Empire. Alright. Come on, you know you want to approach us, buddy. We got Hellcat rifles. I think with this, we should be able to fight the Diabolos, I think. Just try to poke him. Great, he's aiming at us now. Oh, okay, so I forgot that's how this works, right? Let's get these guys situated in the back here. Let's draft each of you. Maybe we just bum rush it. Actually, I think the correct choice is we just bum rush it. He can't fight all these mechanoids at once, right? Yeah, okay, you can set them on fire, but they're robots and they're not gonna care. Okay, well, apparently we do take a little... Yeah, it's just Hellcat rifle damage. Come on. It's not friendly fire. Oh! Dang it, he had a death acidifier. Well, that sucks. I would have loved to have stolen his gear, but whatever. Let's just get back. Alright, I need to get this guy a bed now. Alright, in the interest of progress, we're gonna at least set up a few bedrooms here. So the question is, what size do I want these things to be? The problem is I also need to set up the... How big is, Okay, so this is how big? 1, 2... Okay, wait, how big is, How big is a geothermal plant? Geothermal generator is 6x6. Okay, so... And you need at least one tile around it. No, just yeah, okay, so I think the way I do this is... so if it's 6x6, so 1, 2... So, 1... Okay, that's 6. That's how big it is. I need to go one tile wider. So we'll go... It's probably not necessary to do that. No, I think 6x6 is fine, right? So we do 7. Wait, 6, 7... 1, 2, 3... 8. Okay, so that should be fine. So we'll go 8, and then you need at least an extra hub tile so you can access it for repair purposes, obviously. But for now, as long as I know where it's going to be, I can design the bedrooms. What do pawns normally like for bedrooms? Is it like a 4x4 or do like a 5x5 space? 5x5, get some 25.5 tiles, which I think will keep them very happy. So I guess we'll do 5x5s. Yeah, alright, we'll do 5x5s. That seems a little excessive, but since we only have 2 pawns, it should not be... I don't have an option to select similar. That's weird. Yeah, we'll do 5x5s. Perfect. Alright, so then we can have 2 bedrooms just like that, and our pawns will be extra happy, extra pleased at their new accommodations. And we can give them carpets too, because apparently people love the carpets. Also, this guy needs to tend to himself. Hey buddy, you wanna tend to your injuries real quick? Thanks. Perfect. And let's make sure our robots are fine. Apostrophe took a little bit of damage, but he should be okay. Also, we can set these things to do whatever they want to do now. God, I love these stupid robots. They're so nice. Isn't it great? Oh, jeez. Alright, let's also cut plants here. Perfect. And then here, I want to make sure we don't roof this. This should never have a roof. Because that's where we're going to put the geothermal gen. And that should be fine. Okay. Problem 2 is I forgot there's a bunch of random corpses here that have been here for apparently for an eternity, which is a bit of a concern, but not a big deal. We'll also keep one door open here for now. Just keep that available. Once this last mechanoid is ready, I think we should be capable of fending off the spooky thing. We also need to build another one of these. I don't have components anymore. What is this guy actually good at? Hold on. So he's good at digging rocks, which means his entire life is now about digging rocks. So, congratulations to our brand new rock miner. May he serve ever faithfully, smashing rocks. Which is perfect, because I need all this compacted steel. Alright, new research is going to be, let's go for machining. The problem now is that hopefully we have enough power, but I think we need a consistent nighttime power as well. Let's see. So that tree is my marker. So I can put it right about here. And that will generate a consistent power even at night, which is exactly what I'm looking for. So it might be the most vulnerable power source available, but it's cheap and doesn't require that much to go for. Void Scythe Serum. What is this do? Okay, it's temporary. Otherwise, application of drug synthesis for drug production skill. I don't think I care about any of this, so I think I'm going to ignore this. I'm going to ignore most of that quest, because I don't want my weather to be messed up. I like my weather to be consistent. Also, since we have enough wood, let's do this real quick. So we have carpet. Oh, we never learned how to make carpet. Okay, that's unfortunate. Let's do some basic furniture then. Alright, we'll do double beds for each of them. A double bed for you, and for you. God, it's so weird not having to build bathrooms. We'll put an end table here. I forgot to ask Alana if when Eccentric Tech is going to be updated, but I guess that's probably not going to be for a while anyways. Ah, great. All of my technology has been temporarily disabled because of the stupid solar flare. Yes, I actually cut out the hygiene mod. I know, it's weird, but I figured let's remove it for now. We can always come back to it later. Oh, jeez, yeah, this is, let's just set these, yeah, this home zone's a little wacky, so we're gonna be building up to here. That should be fine. Let's also order the random components dug out as well, which shouldn't be too difficult, and then we'll try to upgrade this. Do you want the entire mod list? I'll just screenshot it here. I'm too lazy to paste it, or to copy to clipboard. Oh wait, hold on, I can copy to clipboard. There's literally a button for it. I'll paste it in Discord. Give me 1 second. Rimworld channel, here we go. Whoa, that actually just thumped it in a way I didn't want it to. Okay, hold on. Alright, there you go, have fun. It's on Discord now, you can gaze at it. Wait, this guy's flickering? Okay, so post-loyalism. He's a pyromaniac. Oh, because he demands fire. This is a man who will never be at peace unless he's actively gazing at a fire. Give him a brazier. I guess in this hallway should be fine. You know, he can have a brazier in his room. Should be okay. Let's do that. That should be fine. Leave a brazier for him to, like, gawk at. And maybe he'll calm down. Let's see. You have 1 year to attack the outpost before it's moved. Wait, did I find out where the outpost is already? There is. Okay, so one enemy over there. Oh, interesting. So this jump to location, I think, is new. So you can use this to quickly hunt down... You can use this to quickly hunt down, like, objectives. Yeah, I think EPOE is probably, like, the least vanilla item on there, but I figure EPOE is probably fine. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot to remove it. But hey, it's fine. It's just a bunch of... Here's extra things that you can slap on. More prosthetics. I like more prosthetics. Okay, there we go. So he's gonna be okay, but our main character, I'm gonna have you switch this new bed over here. Oh wait, no, so this one's for you, and then this one is for you. Perfect. And then we probably need to chop down a few more trees. We have way too much corn now available to us, so I think we need to start adding more shelves. Problem is, I'm not quite sure I'm supposed to stack these. I think you generally need at least like one tile. Like this. Mad Boom Rat has arrived. We need to kill it now. Where is Militor? Alright, let's kill it before it approaches us. There it is. Alright. Hopefully this one Militor is strong enough to kill it, but we'll find out. Alright, I forgot that accuracy with this is really reduced significantly. Alright, I have to now focus on killing this thing. Oh boy. Am I actually about to lose? Am I about to? Is Militor about? Oh my god, the Militor's actually losing to this thing. Hello? Hello there, Steve. How are you? I'm actually okay there. Well, that's fine. It's just a minor. Let's repair this thing. Minor issues. It's raining anyways. All right. It's mostly repaired, right? Repair them. There we go. At least repairing doesn't take that long. Anyway, Steve, how are you doing? Hopefully you're having a good evening. Okay, did we build the last... Okay, so what do I have? Okay, so here's our new Mechanator, or Militor. I'm gonna call you... So, D. What? I should have started with a dog. I should have called it Bashy. I'll call you Dominion, like the board game. Solid name for a robot. We probably will need additional chargers in the near future. I probably will need one more lifter is the other thing as well. Oh man, that poison is getting pretty nasty. Still in the corner, so it's not really a big deal. We can deal with that later. Okay, yeah, and that should be fine, because then... Hopefully we're digging out the components soon. This guy is still having a mental break. These mental breaks last a while. And I don't have any mod that just lets me knock him out of it anymore. Which was nice to have, but I guess we're not allowed to have it anymore. What a bit of a shame, but we'll live. Okay, nice, calm down now, perfect. A blind healer has arrived. He would like... Okay, sure. Alright, let's go talk to the blind healer, Mr. Romanov. I will gladly accept a new person into the fold if you can cook food, because we are needing to make food again. No eyes, scar-crusted holes in his flesh. He knows skills are needed here. He has healing powers. Welcome aboard, Romanov. Alright, you may not have eyes, but you have a dream. And also because you actually can cook food, which is actually the more important part that I care about. Perfect, so here's our cook. Okay, so we have a cook now. He's also a doctor, which is incredibly important. Okay. What else do I need? So you can focus on research strictly. The cook can focus on cooking. Perfect. So we have specialities going about now. So now you can make food. Let this guy dig out components, which is fine. Perfect. He may not be the fastest cook, but he can cook. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay. This is what I'm annoyed at. I don't have the button that just lets me drop this out of shelves. Which is really frustrating because it's supposed to be... Okay, so we're supposed to copy this. And then... I don't have select similar either, which is really annoying. Link their settings together. And then paste it. Because I wanted the food to store in there, which is now... Not ideal. Yes, Infidave. Hello, good evening. How are you? It's mostly vanilla. It's not pure vanilla, but it's close enough. It's an experience. Okay, we're trying to see how the game is. Ignore the giant mod list that I posted on Discord, which is primarily hair and a few minor things that I can't stand. Alright, does this guy come with a weapon? He's got a knife. I think we can call it in. Because this guy has an SMG. Yeah, I think we can call in the threat. We should be fine. How would you charge Militors as you're traveling? Because this is a decent distance away, right? That's like a whole day. You found a mod pack? Help? What do you mean? I'm gonna save. Let's see if we can call it in. Let's see if we can call in the threat. Summon the Diabolos. The Greg mod pack. Oh no, you're gonna play Greg Tech? If you could do your own full-on game like this, how would I theme it and differentiate it? That's a pretty hard question, honestly. Part of the problem is that I think RimWorld does the concept really well, and a lot of other people have made their own interpretations. Like, there's a medieval interpretation, 3D interpretations. For me, I don't know what I would do. Maybe a fantasy-themed one would be fine, but those are also kind of somewhat common. I think RimWorld's best feature is that it's so modular and has a very thriving community. Hired to make Final Fantasy colonies with turn-based combat. If you God, can you imagine a Final Fantasy game like that? It's like a Final Fantasy Tactics, but with a colony building aspect. I would play it. Alright, there's the Diabolos. It's angry. 1 Diabolos and 3 Militors. They're not attacking immediately, so we have time. I probably should have set up defenses, so let's do that real quick. Let's just set up a couple barricades. How much sandstone do I have lying about? Not that much. Okay, let's do like 5 tiles of protection over there. And then let's start setting up a couple random wooden barricades, because we have wood out the wazoo. X4 RimWorld? I don't know. I think RimWorld... I don't know if an X4 game... I mean, it is kind of an X4-ish experience. But it doesn't need to be like a true X4 game. I think that's the thing. Oh, they're attacking already. Alright, okay, so mechanoids... Stay inside. Apostrophe has not been tended to yet. That's fine. Let's get escort. 1, 2. Let's get everyone ready to fight. Let's see if we can handle this. I think we just spread out. Okay, so I know we can use the trees as cover. So we'll do that. Let's just get you. Let's spread out as best as we can. And then Nikifos will also kind of keep over here. Alright, and then let's see if we can try to... Okay, yeah, that's just gonna do that, huh? Let's move over here. Try to spread out. We gotta kill the Militors first. Oh gosh, he's already getting beamed. Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, so let's have these kind of funnel around the edge. Okay, nope, no, just focus fire this thing. Oh, hello, that's a funny attack. Okay, you spread out. Spread out. Spread out. Okay, just move over here. Okay. Right, you need to focus fire this thing. You need to focus fire this, and then we need to move you up here. Okay, that's fine. So we managed to dodge its super special funny attack. No run and gun is kind of annoying, but we'll have to live without it. Okay, so these two need to focus fire this thing. Focus fire this one, and focus fire this one. Nikifos is taking a lot of damage. Alright, now we move. Okay, let's step out of the way. Decent distance away, please. This thing has taken some damage. That's fine. I think we killed the 3 Militors, so it's just kind of unleashing all of our damage onto this last robot. Yeah, and it seems to be distracted now, so that should be fine. Let's focus fire this thing. Let's pivot around here. Let's move. It's already starting to fire. Move back over here. I did see that the Blue Archive Steam release got delayed. I'm pretty sure it's because they just don't like cute anime girls. So they're just like, alright, suffer. Oh gosh, this guy's taking a lot of damage. He should be fine. No brain damage, just mostly gunshots. Okay, Apostrophe should be able to tank that. The only thing run guns useful against my Ocean and Rages for. Oh, that's true. But I like just having the ability to run and shoot. Scoot and shoot's always one of my favorite. Alright, focus fire this thing, please. This thing should be dying soon. There we go. Running out and in. I mean, that is also a very good point. Oh, it's venting. Oh, right, I forgot it's got that funny attack. effective down here. Well, I like scooting and shooting while moving around. There we go. Alright, the Diabolos wasn't too bad. Alright, we did it. We won! Yay! Alright, let's get this guy tended to before he dies. Also, okay, so what we'll do is let's make this a medical room, and let's set up another bedroom. Let's go over here. Just basically copy the same thing. I don't have blueprints anymore, so I can't do that. Get this thing here and set up a door right there. Perfect. Okay, and then let's also dump all rotting corpses in this region too. So we'll do rotting corpses. Excellent. All right. And the signal chip. Before that thing gets demolished, I would like to analyze this thing now. So now we have access, or we will have access to even more technologies. You quickly tend to this guy, please. Okay. We did it. We can now research standard mech tech, which will get us access to better mechanoids and some other fun toys. Are you playing Uma Musume, Infidave? I'm not going to, but if you're going to, more power to you, I guess. It's not really a thing I'm interested in, but... Oh gosh, I thought he had medical skill. We could use unnatural healing. I think we can avoid using unnatural healing. Feels like that might be a little excessive. Yeah. Oh man, look at all those trees just dying. Are we playing another two gacha you struggle with? Oh jeez. Good luck. It's a never-ending cycle of trying to catch up to those things, so I hope you'll survive. Oh, he's got an infection. Alright, well, we'll tend to that now. Tend to his infection. What am I missing? We have food, right? We have food. Why are these things not storing potatoes? Okay. Okay, so we should get a new stack of potatoes, and our one Agrihand is working hard. We can try to grab some berries, and that should be fine. Okay, well, if 3 people is a solid amount. He might not survive the infection is my concern. Unfortunately, we don't have any good doctors. Also, I realize that I'm sending a blind man to tend to this man's injuries, which is probably not the best thing to do. Which is concerning. Add some light in this room real fast. It's gonna be the medical room. And then I think our Build-A-Bot is... I don't know where our Build-A-Bot went. Okay. Set this to area 1. Oh, they should be in the home zone anyways. Oh, we don't have wood. We've actually run out of trees. All right, we gotta go kill some trees. I'm sorry, trees. Wait, what other gachas are you playing, Magmar? Is it Girls Frontline 2? I know a lot of people are like really into Girls Frontline 2. I was really hoping Girls Frontline 2 was not gonna be a gacha game. I was really sad when I found out it was. I think that legitimately killed any desire of mine to play it, just because I don't want to have to keep dealing with the whole, you know, content treadmill. It's like, just give me a good game with a nice story. I know they did like their own standalone game at some point, which was really cool. I wish they did that more. Yeah, I know, it's the money. It's always the money. I think I can put this bench here. I think I can get rid of this. I don't need this weird contraption anymore. Let's get rid of this. Could probably expand this out into a proper hallway that kind of loops around. Listen, I could dream. I had a dream. Just my dream didn't come true. That's all there is to it. Where's Buildy? That's Lifty. Where's Buildy? Thank God we have enough power now. Oh, okay. Also, these mechanoids can go back to work now. They don't have to stand next to me. Also, we're gonna need more of these bandwidth things. We'll see what we can get. So once we get this technology, we can get an array headset. Gets us +6. Or we can get the whole Mech Commander helmet. Which we can build a machining table with the signal chip, 6 components. That's easy to build. Yeah, we'll build the Mech Commander helmet. Alright, is he gonna live? A cold snap has set in. It is now unusually cold. That's not a good sign. That's a very bad sign. This man's infection is so bad. Let's have you 10. Gosh, because at least you can see it. Oh my gosh, none of my doctors are good. All right, you tend. Maybe because you can see, maybe you can tend better. 41% I guess is fine. Let's also this leadership speech. Reverse collapse, that's the one. Thank you, Arafono. That's the one I forgot about. I was trying to remember what it was called. Let me also make sure there's like no messages on YouTube because I've been kind of... Oh no! All the crops are dying. Yeah, I think we just gotta cut the crops now. Thankfully the Agrahand can handle this, but it just kind of sucks that I have to kill this. Like, I have to cut all the crops ASAP. Let's see if the Agrahands can do this quickly. Nope, we're too late. Yeah, nope, the cold snap just... Oh gosh, that's negative? Alright, hold on. I don't have centralized heating. However, I do have enough wood that I could probably get by using braziers for some time. So that might be a little rough. Hello, Skylet, how are you? Yeah, this temperature kinda sucks. And we don't have enough wood to do all the projects that I need. That cold snap came in hard. And I think I'm gonna need to build at least another mech charger. Your break starts. Ooh, well, have fun on your break. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the Professor's Funny Colony, where we're slowly growing bit by bit. We managed to get 3 people, although one of them might die in the very, very near future from an infection. I don't think I can actually stop that infection. And there's no way for me to stop it literally from happening. However, I'm gonna quickly strip him of all his stuff so I don't lose it to his stupid death acidifier. I can't actually, actually, not while he's there. No, I don't want to risk it. Yeah, let's, I'm gonna have him come over here real fast. Can you rest in your own bed? Okay, you can. You can only rest in here. Okay, here's my plan. Let's set this to rest bed, where it's heat. And then let's quickly just drop all of this. He might die of cold, but I would rather he rest here. God, even with the brazier, it's still freezing cold. But I don't think he's gonna survive the infection. It's at 75%. We'd have to see. He's also hypothermic, which is not ideal. Let's see. Can I run power up here real quick too? And maybe get a new heater. Let's see if we can get a heater in here just to kind of keep him nice and warm. I don't think the braziers are gonna do anything. I think I need actual heaters. Where's Buildy? Alright, stop charging. It's time to build. And then let's see if we can quickly have you... Oh, I guess he's been tended to already, right? 5 seconds, 80%. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna live. He's probably just gonna eat up my resources. That sucks. We saved him from the evil empire, only for him to perish towards the end. 8.7% tend quality. Yikes. Okay. He's dead. Like, he's just extra dead. I'm sorry, Nikophos. You were the chosen one. Should I lottery pawns this time around, or should we not do that? Let's see, what do you have? Let's give you the flak jacket, and then what do you have? Let's give you the duster and the button down. Swap you out for the heavy SMG. And let's give you proper pants as well. Alright, there he goes. We'll give him a proper burial. I guess the poor guy deserves being buried correctly. I'm not that cruel that I would not bury him. Because I also don't want to deal with that corpse being right there. Okay, you are allowed to construct at the lowest priority. Okay, so now I can have you build this grave. Do this honor the poor guy. I think what also sucks is that guy was basically our primary miner. And now he's not. Because he's dead. And I don't have the metal for it. So that's gonna be a problem. Let's bury Nikophos. Let's have you... Why are you on the verge of a mental breakdown? Night owl in daytime. Okay. Alright, this is now your room. And let's set your schedule. I wish I could just automatically invert this, but I can't. So, sleep, and then anything... There we go. That should be fine, so he can go to sleep. Why are you there? Oh, he's got frostbite as well. God, everyone is just sick and dying. Okay. Let's see. His gear... Oh, I don't have the RPG gear thing anymore. Okay, well, that's fine. So negative 10 to 868. So he's barely out of range, which is also kind of annoying. Let's have you quickly bury this guy. It's gonna be this cold. We probably should set up a tailoring bench, would be my assumption. I guess we can make... I don't want to make it out of steel, but I don't have any wood. Where's my tree chopper? Where's the tree chop? Where's my tree chopper? Cotton Joe. Alright, get to work. I need these trees chopped yesterday. I need the wood. Projects require it. Let's go get this done. Unfortunately, you can't amputate torsos. It'd be really funny if you could, but it'd also be incredibly cursed if that was an option, so kind of glad that you can't. Can you imagine a timeline where you just decapitate the head to save the body? I don't think that would be very fun, but I guess it's a thought. Gosh, it's still negative here. Can I have you just stay? Okay, I think if I do this, let's have this be a medical bed. Undraft. Stay here. Go. So you can stay in this room, which is slightly warmer because it does have access to a... There we go. We have a heater now. The problem is each room needs its own heater. How do people normally do this if you don't have access to Dub's Med Hygiene? Or centralized heating options? I guess you just put heaters in every room, right? I think that's the correct way to do it. Yeah, I think that's the correct way to do it. You just put heaters in every room. Okay. Heaters and vents. Yeah, heaters and vents would probably be the solution. Also, let's give this man a funny hat. What do you have? You have a cloth Turk. Okay. Synth red head wrap is fine. And then we're gonna keep this guy alive. I don't want to lose another pawn so early. You know what I mean? I want to keep everyone alive. Also, we should probably get rid of this Mega Sloth soon before it starts eating me. Might be a concern later. It's not a big deal yet, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh gosh, we're getting attacked by the Karkin Nation. One person with a bow. Thankfully, that person with a bow isn't gonna be that hard to kill. I'm joking. I know it's heaters. I'm not that incompetent. It's heaters and you can do vents. I'm just so used to also doing centralized heating a lot of the times. What? Oh. Wait, I thought Mega Sloths attack if they get too hungry. Like, they'll just start attacking you. You know what I mean? Like a predator animal. That's what I've always thought. So I've always killed Mega Sloths whenever they get too hungry. I guess I've been interpreting that wrong the whole time. Can we kill this thing? There we go. They're bound to kill this eventually, right? Where is my Mech Lord? There we go. Undraft all these guys. Listen, I don't know animals very well. I thought this was obvious. Speaking of which, there's a lot of animals we should probably kill. Oh, I don't need to kill them for food, though. Listen, I was good at physics. I was not good at biology. Okay. I was good at the astronomy class and space-related stuff. I was never good at wildlife-related things. Although I do remember dissecting a frog once. That was kind of neat. There we go. Okay, so where is my... oh, gosh. This guy's gonna get frostbite. Probably. The problem is that there's not a lot of steel left to dig out. Want the maid outfit again? Alright, fine. Nya nya, Goshirin-sama, okaeri nasai. Alright, there should be steel. Okay, so there is light in there, which means that is definitely a ancient danger that I don't want to touch. Is there any easy access metal that I don't have to go that far to get? Probably not. Let's go over there. That'll probably be the next stack we gotta grab. Until we get the tunnelers going. And expand over here. Oh my god, the cold snap's finally over. Actually, back to 90k. How much were you stacked up before you started doing all the maid outfit redeems? Now I'm kind of curious. Almost sounds like you had a lot. Okay, so he needs to redeem... okay, so I can build one more robot. I'd rather wait for the tech. Let's go for the technology first. Let's let her be sad. And then we gotta find a way to improve the bedrooms. Okay, so it's no longer a medical bed. This is now a bedroom for you. And I can probably dismantle, uninstall this for now. We don't have... I want carpets. I think after we research this, we'll go for carpets. However, I think my research speed cratered because of the temperature, right? Yeah, look at the temperature. Oh, boy. And room cleanliness. Where's my cleaning robot? Oh. There it is. Hey, wanna go recharge yourself real quick, buddy? There you go. Need to start also emptying out the waste and all these things. There's so much waste. This is still fine, right? Like, that amount of polluted soil is probably still okay. Yeah, it's probably fine. I think it should be okay. We'll purge it eventually. Oh, hey. Okay, so we're now back to normal temperatures, which is nice. However, I didn't expect the leaves to magically grow so fast. That doesn't make sense, but alright. And I think our Agrahan might be a little busy with other projects for the time being. And at least Romanov here. Let's see. What can we do to make him happy? He's just genetically pessimistic. What is he? He's an impid. Impids apparently are just sad all the time. Okay. Also, apparently my robots need to be repaired, so we should probably do that soon enough. Okay, so we have the cool mech tech. Let's also grab carpets. I think you got it. I think you got the spelling right. Carpet making is easy enough to get. It's fine. Okay, so we also, I think... Can I afford a neural supercharger? Or at least sleep accelerators. They will consume more food, but they will sleep less from accelerates to circadian rhythm. Neural superchargers, 1 charge per day, think and learn faster, consume more food. Okay. I thought sleep accelerators also just increase their hunger. I have enough food. It's only 2 pawns. So I think we can afford... I think we can do this. Yeah, I think we can have 2 of these for now. Let's uninstall these 2 items. Let's repair these robots that have taken a bit of damage. And since we have a machining table, we can also build our Mech Commander helmet. However, crafting 6. We don't have anyone with enough crafting skill to actually create this item, which is a problem. Now I think I did have one mod that allows me to develop crafting via... Oh wait, actually, wait, can I just make a mechanoid for this? Hold on. Oh, I need the other one. The large mech gestator. Okay, so I need one of these. Honestly, it just comes from experience and knowing what things your colony needs to get done. So for me, obviously, I played a lot of hours. Like I have like over 1,300 hours in this, so I know what buttons and what things need to be handled as soon as possible. And I think eventually, once you get better at the game as well, and you play more, you'll be able to do something similar. Oh yeah, I know what I'm doing. Totally. Yeah, I'm totally an expert at this game. Oh, you also have a lot of hours in it? Oh, okay, then I don't know. I'm totally an expert. Believe me, trust me. I am a fantastic expert at this game. Let's get rid of this. Wait, why did I put a door here? Let's leave that there for now. We need more metal. We get the big mechas. We should be able to... I think Tunneler will be priority 1. Yeah, I think we'll do Tunneler first, and then we'll grab all the other ones after that. Let's see. Rimworld dealing with toxic waste packs. What is the solution? Build a very large freezer as a short-term solution. Drop pod them into a tribal faction. Okay. Oh, there's also an... Okay, so there is an atomizer. Okay, I forgot there was an atomizer option. That's much, much later, and it's probably, I'm assuming, incredibly power intensive, which is not something we really can justify right now. Oh my gosh, we're not generating enough power from the wind turbines. The most amount of hours you have is 700 in Dead by... Oh, Jesus Christ. I used to play Dead by Daylight, actually. I do understand that people find that game fun, and I actually did enjoy it. Up to a point. But I think eventually I got to the point where I'm like, I don't want to play this anymore. And so I stopped. Like, one of the biggest complaints I had was that the game is very anti... It's very, like... What I remember was that if you, as the killer, didn't let the survivors survive, they get really salty about it for some reason. I don't remember, but I remember that distinctly was a thing. I could summon the Diabolos again, but I'd rather just wait for the mech band bits. I guess if you kill it again, you get another mech, another chip that you can mess with. So that'd be the main draw of that. Oh, I don't have enough components, do I? Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, so first of all, let's get rid of the patchwork items. Also, only store normal qualities. So, and then we'll just do a dumping ground for everything else outside. We'll just do a dumping ground here, and this is like everything else. Have a good night, Kahila. I get it. It's late. Hopefully you feel better soon. But if they started not giving free Halloween skins each year by doing a challenge? Oh. I mean, I guess that could also be annoying too. Oh, jeez. Stockpile, toxic waste should not be here. Toxic waste packs, not allowed here. It's frozen right now, which is fine, but that's concerning. Also, I thought this was Romanov's bed. Let's assign this correctly. Romanov, you stay there. Okay. Because really the main thing is I need to get rid of all this garbage. Okay, so there's a Diabolos here that's deteriorating. I would like to shred that. I'm gonna have you shred that now. Because also we can rip apart the other Militors. I don't know if this gets me anything crazy. So it does get me plasteel, so that's nice. I'm not gonna say no to plasteel. Okay, so Romanov should go to sleep soon. Come on, you're a night owl. Okay, so now he should go to sleep, and then I can get the other one working. Oh, okay, so hold on. I see the other problem. Let's set all the robots to go wherever they want to go. That way they can at least grab the items that I need, because I'm too lazy to send someone over there. Also allow these as well, so we can shred those apart. Once we get the tunneler and the crafters, we'll get everything we could possibly require. There's actually not that much steel on this map the more I look at it. There's a bunch of steel walls. Right, because they added ruins now, because we're not using real ruins anymore. Because that was a very busted mod, so... in the interest of not doing that, we won't. Again. Although it was fun. I know that it was very silly. Okay, do items in a shelf deteriorate Cannot hold chunks, plants, large corpses, will never deteriorate. Okay, so I could probably put wood in there outside. But I guess mostly there for... Summon War Queen is now possible. I'd rather not, thanks. I'd rather not summon the War Queen yet. I think I'm gonna need a lot more scary tools. I might actually have too many Militors, because they're just kind of walking around without much ado. Can I get another mech chip? Is that a thing that I can craft? Let's see. A 49-year-old digger is calling for help. She's hiding from a group of mechanoids and would like to join us at Maid Hall. Can destroy mechanoids by activating an ancient EMI dynamo. If she joins you... I won't have technology for 7.6 days. I don't think that's worth it. I think I ignore that quest. I don't really care that much. Yeah, sure, we get a new colonist, but at what cost? It's a grave cost. And it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. So, in my interest, I won't do it. Where is this Romanov guy? Did I not set his schedule correctly? He wants to rest now. But it's his waking hours. He should be awake doing work. Okay, so here's the goal. We're gonna get carpet in this room, in these rooms, and we'll get wood floor here. So I think that should get the colonists a little bit more appeased with their living conditions. I think they're not too happy with how the rooms look. God, okay, so all of our crops are dead again. Alright, next technology. What do I need after all that? Multi-analyzer would help me research faster, but it requires a lot of components I don't have access to. Perhaps I just go for gunsmithing so we can get some weapons. We'll try to go all the way down to gun turrets and gas operation. Probably precision rifling, actually. Let's go all the way there. Alright, yeah, we can't... Whatever food we have is whatever we're gonna have to feed ourselves for the next while. And I'd like to build a proper workshop. Yeah, workshop would be next. Need more components. Where's the remaining components on this map? Did I grab all of it? Here we go. Small stack hidden there. And I don't want to crack that open in the interest of not exploding. Also, here's a bunch too. And here. So let's grab all of those beautiful things. I probably need another lifter as well. Yeah, I think we'll need another lifter. Okay, so here's our... I wanted to turn this into a hallway, but I'm trying to debate if it's actually worth making it into a hallway. It might not. I probably have to redesign a lot of this space in general. Also, since we have builder, let's get some carpet. We have enough cloth to justify this. We'll do... I kind of like this pastel orange for the bedrooms. Let's do that. I think that'll be nice. We gotta add some color, because everyone always complains that all my designs are always monochromatic, and you know what? You're right, but I'm gonna do my best to change it. So we can have some variety. As soon as my builder bot, which I assume is Buildy, who's too busy, let's let him build now. Perfect. Let the man run. So 6 components is the next big hurdle. We don't have 6 components. Hopefully we find... So this should be 2, unless there's another vein there. Okay, perfect. Okay, you can eat that. Perfect. Okay, I need to get some water. I'll be right back, because I have been talking nonstop and I need a drink. Let it run at 1x. Forgot to mention this, but for anyone who's curious about how much time it takes the game to load now, I timed it earlier with a stopwatch, and this game now loads in 20 seconds, which was, for lack of a better word, incredibly surprising to me. I was like, I've never seen RimWorld ever load so quick. We're not dealing with 10-minute load times. It was 20 seconds. It was so quick. So all I'm saying is, maybe either strip your mods or make the game, maybe, or try out 1.6. Take your pick. Toxic fire generators pollute the terrain but generate power. What are my other options here? Multi-analyzer would help me research faster, but I don't really need a lot of that right now. But I do need to get to high mech tech, but we're not going to be high mech tech for quite some time. I think power is necessary. I think we actually just go for... I think legitimately, I need access to geothermal power because of how much we're electricity using. So yeah, anyways, I was surprised. So hopefully that will apply also just when I'm not using so many crazy mods, but it's kind of hard to tell. Ah, an ancient danger. Yes, the thing that we're going to not touch because I don't want to die. Okay, so why do we are not building this yet? We don't have enough components. Okay. Also, there's a wild boar, which is... So, okay, so that's interesting. So they actually ignore humans. They only go straight for the... I did have a spike trap haul. I actually got rid of it because I was like, I don't think I need this anymore. Oh, okay, they do chase robots. Okay, that's annoying. All right, Lifty. All right, let's get over there. Oh, for the ancient danger? Oh, I mean, that's also a choice. Oh no, they killed Lifty. All right, that sucks. Let's quickly I can revive him, right? Well, I'm pretty sure I can revive. How does it work? Resurrect a light mechanoid. Okay, thankfully this counts as a light mechanoid. So let's go do that. 50 steel is a perfectly fine cost to revive our friend. Man, we should have more than enough metal sitting around anyways. Okay, the other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order a... I want to replace all of these walls with stone. There is a lot of granite available on this map, so I think we'll do granite for our... Yeah, I think we'll do granite. Yeah. We'll have granite walls. Put it right there. I don't care if it's outside, I just need to build it. Okay, good. So we're gestating now. We need more components. We have 3... Romanov needs to find the remaining stack, which there should be. I think they're all over here, which is really unfortunate. Let's get this. I need this ASAP. I'm willing to make him suffer, just so we can get this done. There we go. Yeah, he might be sad, but he'll be okay. Because our builder is actually... carpet apparently takes a very long time to lay down, which I guess makes sense, but... Holy cow, I might need another builder bot. How many... I wonder what's the max amount of mechanoids you can have for one person, but I guess it's a ton. We'll probably kill this Ibex Ram too. I don't really want to keep it. Also, these two can undraft now. Because this should keep them slightly happier. You've reached 58. That's a lot. Also, I thought these drop... I thought these are supposed to drop 2 components when you get rid of compacted machinery. These are only dropping 1. I could have sworn it's supposed to be 2. Yeah, I could have sworn it's supposed to be 2. Why am I only getting 1? 6. His mining skill is 6. Oh, is it supposed to be... Does it need to be higher to do it? Okay. In that case, that's kind of annoying, but I get it. Like I said, I've forgotten a lot of the purely vanilla mechanics. Okay, so then the question is, what do I build next? Which robot do I build first? Ah, they want laborers. Send 1 colonist for 7 days to get 30 goodwill with the Empire. Or I can go to the outpost and quickly grab this thing. Maybe we do that. What if we go to the outpost, quickly grab the Psylink former, and then carry on that way? It's not a bad idea. Maybe we do have to do that. I can't really send Romanov because he's not a very good fighter, considering he's, you know, blind. I could bring Mechanoids, right? Or do the Mechanoids shut down if I'm not here? It'd be a 2-day journey. Well, we have 48 days, so I don't have to do it yet. Maybe if we can set up some basic turrets, that might be fine. An exotic goods trader known as the Toilet Paper Partners have arrived, or are in space. Would you like to trade with them? I would, if I had a trade beacon. You know what? Let's just slap one of these down once we get the components for it. I guess the other option too is if we can just get more steel, but without quarries, we're reliant entirely on traders to get all the metal that we're gonna need, which is also kind of different. All right, let's see what this new Gestator looks like. I am excited to see it. Let's look at the big pulsating device. Okay. So I need a standard subcore, a lot of plasteel, and a lot of components to make a single one of these. The pikeman is the more combat-oriented one. Scorchers are fire-based, scythers are melee-based, obviously, so I need a tunneler. So the problem is I don't have a subcore. And the only way to get a subcore is I need a subcore encoder, which is going to be even more components that I don't have. Which is a concern. So maybe I have to crack open the Ancient Dangers after all? Or I have to go explore other tiles. Let me think, because if I go explore other tiles, could I take... I'm right next to a bunch of mountains. Maybe I could go over there? Send a small caravan with some food, crack them open with the mechanoids, or send Romanov over there by himself and see if he can grab some whatever things, but he doesn't work very fast and I would need a sleeping bag. So the options are limited, because I don't think I can build the crafter bots either. They're high mech tech. Yeah, the fabricors are unfortunately a little out of my reach. Subcore rip scanner. A pod with thousands of tissue probe injectors and an ultra high power vaporizing brain scanner. Once a person has inserted a device, inserted probes in the body, reading reflected radiation, destroying the brain in the process, but creates subcores. But this one can only power high tier mechanoids. Okay. Interesting. I feel like that's something we won't approach today, but in the future we'll try our best to get to that point, because I am kind of curious what that's going to provide to me. Yeah, in the meanwhile, let's quickly get this set up here. I've run out of components again. What are my choices here? Also, there's a bunch of steel we can at least deconstruct. Let's deconstruct this. That's easy metal. Twitch UI is... Mobile is really squished together. How bad is it, Aeon? Hello. Okay, yeah, so I can't really get components here anymore. I have to probably go out on a journey. Or we could go for... The other choice is we can go for mineral scanners. There is a long-range mineral scanner. But then you have to set someone there for a while to go hunt it down. Alright, where's Romanov? I have an idea. I'm gonna send a small caravan, one tile next door. We'll send Romanov alone. I don't think components are that heavy, so he can go by himself. Some meals and maybe some herbal meds. And he should be okay. Alright. Go forth and grab me metal. Follow notification get or really? Why? Why would they do it like that? I don't know. I know Twitch has been making... Oh, jeez. Twitch has been very, I don't want to say janky, but it's definitely been a little weird. I know they just changed the UI, what's it called recently? Oh my gosh, this map loaded so quickly. I've never seen it load so fast. Okay, wait, hold on. Is there components on this map? What was the hotkey for the search function? I know that was a RimWorld search map. Wasn't there like a mod that, or no, it's not a mod, it was like a function, right? Like in 1.5 they added a search function. Oh, it's Z, okay. Okay, so there's no raw components on the map. And I don't see any... Oh, there really is no components on this map. Wow, really? Wait. Hold on. Does it just straight up not spawn resources when you make camp anymore? Like, you can't just make camp, you have to actually settle a tile? Hold on, this might actually be the case. Let me check fog. Okay, wow, yeah, I guess it just doesn't spawn materials. Okay. That sucks. Yeah, I guess that'd be fairly abusive, but I thought that's how this operated, but I guess not. Psychic Soothe Pulsar for a couple days journey away. Okay. Well, that sucks. I need to come up with a different way to get materials then. No mining sites nearby for me to abuse. Ah, we're getting attacked by the Hammer Dinosaurs. 3 individuals of dubious repute have come to ruin my day. Well, let's call in the escort. Come on. Just get rid of them now before they cause any more damage. Alright. Stand over here. Okay, focus fire them bit by bit. Alright. Nice. Cool, so we did take a bit of damage. We got smacked with some pretty hefty stuff. There's some Go Juice. And unfortunately, I don't have anything else I care about, so that's fine. Get tended to. Okay, so I do have to build a long-range mineral scanner. Unfortunately, that's going to be my next major project. Also, this one should be low priority, so I don't know why we're shoving the simple meals and survival meals out there. That's not a good thing. Okay, let's have you tend to her, as we have very scant doctors available for us. Alright, and then I can set the robots to do their own thing. Yeah, I need a tunneler. Maybe we could dig around and we could try to find components, would be my guess. But the cost is going to be so high. So Romanov doesn't have enough clothing available either. So at the very least, we'll need a tailor bench, which hopefully we can make out of wood this time. At the very least, the main rooms are warm. We'll probably have to vent cycle 1, 2... Oh, geez, yeah, we don't have to... It's the electricity. I need that, I need that other thing. Alright, she's in poor condition. However, you can still move around, so I think bed resting should not be your priority. You should get up and just research. Just because you're hurt doesn't mean you can't read a book. Another one. Oh gosh, yeah, these things require vents. Okay, hold on. Let's reinstall this here, and then... Oh, I don't have over-wall vents anymore. They're actually vents. Oh no, what mod had the overwall vents? I don't even remember. Oh god, it's been so... I actually don't remember. Alright, where's Buildy? Come on, Buildy-chan. Let's get this slapped out. Okay. And then we should be able to at least keep the temperature in here consistent. Where did you go? There we go. Components. I don't have components. Components is like the thing I'm missing. There we go. So you should be able to move that over there. It's hooked up. So now this thing is warm. At least the research lab is. There we go. Because I need to get the research speed back up to 100%. Features missing? So I don't have overwall vents, which is a mod feature apparently. Oh, we're getting attacked again. The Karkin Nation has arrived. They have weapons of dubious quality. All right, we forgot to free a Lifty. There we go. There we go. Get that stuff out of here. All right, let's go deal with these threats now. So you and the escort, let's get you over here. Might as well put an end to these threats. Thankfully, with a stack of Militors, we can draft them all together. Okay, I do not draft all of those. I need... There we go. I can draft specific groups. Okay, perfect. So I don't want all of them here. I just need to shoot down these ones. And I'm gonna need... I think I want at least one pikeman, because pikemen are longer range. Alright, let's see if we can kill these things. Awesome. They immediately gave up. Is it worth capturing this man? He's not dead. He's a brawler. Sanguine, so he's permanently happy. He's fairly nimble as well. Abrasive, and a bit of a night owl. I think it's okay to capture him. And thankfully we do have a prison room right here. Very convenient. So you will get captured. Welcome aboard to our humble abode. You really want to pre-order a new Sonic racing game coming next month? Is that the one with Hatsune Miku in it as like part of the major advertising? I swear that's what I saw. It is? Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna get it, but if you want to enjoy it, more power to you. Don't let me stop you from achieving your dreams. Has a lot of injuries. Okay. Also, we can set these to escort now, or work. Okay, good. Perfect. Not too bad. Alright, so now our goal with this man is to recruit him. Well, let's convert him first, which shouldn't be too difficult, but I do want to keep him. Unfortunately, we don't get to keep our plants anymore, and at the very least, we can set a bill to create granite blocks forever. And someone will at least gain EXP for that. Perhaps Romanov will, if he wasn't too busy digging rocks. Yikes. This requires 3, and you're probably gonna need at least 3 more after on top of that. Let's set this one here for... Okay. Small shelf, so we can store things here. Storage on this one, clear all. Meals only. Important, this one, clear all until I figure out what I want to do there. They also announced SpongeBob. Why SpongeBob? Seems like a bit random to just add SpongeBob to it, but what do I know? That one heater's struggling to keep everything going. And unfortunately, Cotton Joe doesn't have anything to do. Yeah, that's annoying. I guess Nickelodeon probably offered a lot of money. So they're like, alright, we'll throw SpongeBob in here because money. And it's just free advertising. Would like a tunneler. 4 components, 25 plastic. I have the plastic and steel. I don't have everything else, which is the problem. I need to also start hauling all that steel. The Krabby Patty? Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I know what scene you're referring to. Okay, so I need to get rid of the... Steel should be allowed here. I need to get rid of... Let's see. Okay, let's rip apart the mechanoids ASAP. Let's do that first. I need skill. No, wait, there's mechanoids here. Do forever. Now let's rip apart these mechanoids. It gets us a little bit of material for almost no work. Wow, 7 steel. Was it worth it? I hope so. This run is... It's just really weird playing with only 2 colonists. I'm so used to having like an army at my beck and call, but for now I have to actually play this as intended. Also, let's dump the wood somewhere else. I think I can store wood on these, right? Perfect. Let's build another shelf. We'll just keep it outside for now. We'll dump all the wood on here. Store, clear all wood. important, so I can get them off of this stockpile. And Buildy should be willing to build that quickly. God, it's beautiful. And then Lifty should now start hauling things around too. Excellent. So we can free that up. Well, it will... I know. Having to play normally, it's horrifying. It's okay. I'll probably stop complaining after a couple days. I just need time to acclimate to it, you know? That's how it is. I need time. Like, I'm already building a decent base in what is essentially vanilla. If I had more components, it would be a lot more fun, but I don't have components. I don't think there's a way for me to check for compacted machinery on the map, right? Oh, I can. I guess that's the only oh boy. We're being raided again by the Lanatir Treaty. These people actually have firearms. Pistols, even. How spooky is that? Well, they are preparing for a little bit, then they'll attack. So we can ignore them for a second. Once they get ready to attack, we'll deal with them. With my army of Militors. I probably should start setting up, barricades, honestly. I don't know how much plain load I have sitting around, but probably enough if I'm being offered this option. 20, so that's 4 tiles. Okay, 4 tiles of a barricade. Let's do that. There we go, and then builders will build it. I want to have another builder. But I don't expand fast enough to justify it, is the main reason why I haven't. Okay, now we gotta get ready for the fight. So let's call you in. Let's get the escort over here. And then let's call in all of Group 2, which I thought I could rename, but I can't draft them all. Like this. As they approach, we just gun them down. Oh, okay. Apparently we can't get them close enough, so let's get these guys moving up. There we go. Is that it? Okay, so I could capture them. But I don't have enough room. I'll keep one. So this one is a hard worker, quick sleeper, body modder. Okay, the crafting 11 matters. Alright, so we're gonna rescue Phil. And the only reason I'm able to do this is I can just slap down a sleeping spot right here in the prison room. So I will capture Phil, and I will execute Petty. Yeah, so capture Phil, and then while you're here... Okay, there we go. I guess I probably should have stripped them for the gear first. I always forget that that's a thing that I should do before I accidentally rip them apart. Tainted gear is not fun for anyone. And I always forget that that's an option. Romanov has demeanor has suddenly changed. He's become hostile. Wait, what? He turned evil. But why? Oh my gosh! Wait, now I'm down to 1 pawn again. Oh gosh! All right, we gotta put him down. Romanov, how could you do this? We trusted you. Oh. I guess I should probably capture him, but I don't really have a space to capture him. I guess we can put him back in his bed until he's willing to join us again. Alright, yet another person I have to go tend to before they explode. Yeah, they should be okay. I don't know if I have enough medicine for this, which is the biggest problem, but 57 should be enough to get us through. Okay. Tend to these guys. We'll try to convince Romanov again. I think I just have to recruit him, thankfully. And if I recall correctly, if you give them good living opportunities, they'll be a lot more willing to join you, so we should be okay here. I did feel bad that I had to, you know, knock him out, but that's how it works. Okay, you can go back to doing whatever you want to do. We gotta tend to this other guy. Yeah, because I really want to keep him for that high crafting skill. That crafting skill is so nice. Feed the poor guy. Or is it a girl? Oh, it's a she! Alright, I guess in this... That's fine. Yeah, let's keep him. let's keep these two. The problem is we don't have high social stats on anyone. So talking to them is going to be difficult, considering she's got a 2. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Thankfully, there is a trader, I believe, that just showed up on the map. Or did they leave right away? I think they left immediately. And I can't send anyone over there either, so that's a problem. Okay. Yeah. 1 pawn to manage everything is gonna be a nightmare. Consume your food. And then... Let's see, we gotta make sure these guys are fed to... Oh, because you know she's not set to... We gotta do Warden number 1. I can't have them die on me. Maybe I can't keep all of them. Like, with this many pawns... and lack of social ability, maybe it's not feasible. These guys don't have anything to trade either, right? Oh, here we go. Sandoval. Here we go. Let's talk to Mr. Sandoval. Alright, so he'll sell us a component. And I will sell him cloth Turk and some patch leather gear that I don't need. And you know, he can have a cloth sash. So I get 1 component essentially for all of my troubles, which I think is fine. Yes, Ranu, the horror. Isn't it crazy? The absolute agony of having to play without mods. The problem is, again, I can't really convince them. I would need 1 pawn who is super sociable. Maybe I just... What if we just go full solo? What if I just execute all of these other ones and just be like, alright, I'm done with them. Be gone. That's an option too. So how many components do I have sitting around? Probably 1. Okay, wait. Hold on, there's a full stack of components over there. Wait, grab that. Or the builder should grab it. Or Lifty. Where's Builder? Okay, so there we go. So, clean sweeper, and then there we go. Because these guys aren't going to have anything of note. I don't have a super single pawn. I have a singular pawn that was a I did the Mechanator start, so we have 1 pawn at start. We got a blind Impid who was a healer, but then they betrayed us for some reason, and now they are stuck there. Still alive, just not having the time of their life. So I'm trying to keep them fed and alive. We might have to have her start cooking again, which is the problem. Yeah, alright, time to get back to cooking. No one else can cook, so you gotta cook. Thankfully, we have stacks of food for the time being. And I don't have the... The thing is, I want to build either a... I would like to build a tunneler, so we can just get more components easily. And then maybe a couple pikemen. And then once we can get to the next tier of technology, we can get high mech tech. So high mech tech will get us the paramedics and the fabricors. The fabricor would be really handy because the fabricor allows us to basically do all the crafting on this one robot. Because they have a base crafting skill of 10, and you can just have them run around and do things. Ultra mech tech, probably unnecessary, but it's just cool extra ways to assert your authority. And then maybe we might try to do the normal ending. Depends on... Because again, we're just kind of playing around until... Oh, jeez. 1.6 and the Odyssey officially comes out. Because anyways, most of the mods aren't even updated. So it's not like I have a choice. I have no choice. I have to play it like this. I don't know if you saw the picture, but I posted on Discord how 130... I had 133 warnings when I opened up Rimpy once I had installed 1.6. It was insane. So clearly there was no more. I had no choice but to cull my mods, and that's fine. It's just sad. You know, I think after I think starting next week we'll rename these pawns after people who want to be pawns in the game. You obviously won't have control over your pawns and stuff anymore, but I think that'll be fine. There's a mad turkey that's out for blood. Are my mechanoids ready to kill it? Get over here. Kill the turkey. Get the other mechanoid out here before that turkey kills us. Oh my gosh, this turkey's actually out for blood. Hold on. Alright, you need to repair. Okay. We gotta prioritize repairing these things too, because I think it's annoying that only the mechanators can repair them. It'd be nice if the others could repair as well. Steel. Also, the other nice thing about not having so many mods in the game, those run pretty dang quick. Look how buttery smooth it is. Again, these people are gonna drive me nuts trying to find a way to keep them. It's got 8. This one has... oh gosh. This one has resistance 23, and this one has no... well, this one's I gotta break them down. At least their will is dropping, and Romanov should be at least somewhat happy, so he should be willing to join us. Low opinion? Because we shot him. Because we had to shoot the poor guy. Oh. And the lack of social skill, too. Socially inept robot inventor tries to convince a bunch of other people to join up. Well, that's fine. Wait. I built the wrong thing. Oh my god, I built the wrong... I built the wrong building. You've got to be kidding me. I think I wasted components building this. I wasted 2 components. I was supposed to build the sub-core soft scanner. Oh, that's annoying. Well, that sucks. How many components are left on the map? Let's see. Okay, there's at least a couple of compacted machinery tiles. That's fine. Component-wise, there's 3. So there's 2 and there's 1. So we need to dig out at least 1 more. Okay, so I need her to dig out at least that tile and this tile as well. And then we can build the soft core, and then hopefully we can get the tunneler. Uh-oh. Hello? I just saw myself drop a whole bunch of frames. I think my internet exploded for a second. Okay, so now we have the components. She's actually able to dig 2 okay, that's fine, whatever. And then that should allow the builder... get Buildy to build this thing out now. And then just gotta grab the components, which is not too far. Oh gosh, the thing is I have to keep feeding these guys too, which eats up more of my resources and more of my time. Quickly chat with the guy. Is there a way to convince him faster? Probably not. Oh gosh, that's just gonna be... I don't really want to enslave them either, because I feel like enslaving is just more effort than it's worth. Yeah. That's frustrating. Yeah, well, let's get the tunneler. The tunneler can at least dig up whatever we need. Because she's got to do cooking. She's got to do chatting. Chat with the guy. I'm not actually sure how often we're allowed to chat, but it seems like... okay. Because these guys are asleep. We're trying to convert first. Once you convert them, then you can do the other thing. I guess since we have these people, we'll probably just, since they're not going to do anything for a while, we can just kind of use them as a soft sub-core grind, so we can get some cool knowledge out of them. Where's Lifty? Oh my gosh, all these guys are actually pretty injured. Do I have to manually repair them? I do. Okay. Interesting. I guess this might be a crafting skill. So at least we'll repair them one at a time for now. Okay. How does this work? Start the scan. Insert a person, 3 hours. You need 4 components, 50 steel. And select a colonist or on a downed person to start the scan. Okay, so I don't think I have that many components yet. In fact, I'm probably sitting... I think there's, what, 3 here? So let's quickly dig out another 2 tiles worth of components. This poor girl is just overworked. She has no one but herself, and she is just overworked to death. Unfortunately, neither of these events managed to get us any spare workers, which kind of sucks. And I don't think we can run that event for quite some time either. Hypertrantic Fair is not available for 26 days. And this one would get us development points. Execution is also kind of fine too. Alright. Let's do this real fast. Let's start to scan. And let's grab... So I need to down them first. Okay. Okay, so I have to down them first, which is the problem. How do I down them? I guess I can just give them anesthetics? Alright, I think Coyote is probably fine to do that for. So let's quickly give him an anesthesia. And just quickly give him whatever... Okay. No, just operate on the poor guy now. Get it done. Are we just never gonna do this? Oh, he's asleep now, right? Perfect. Okay, so I have to load the steel and components first. Okay. And I assume the lifters can't actually... Well, let's see. Maybe Lifty can. I want to see it. Oh, you can. Okay, perfect. So I can order the lifting bot to fill it myself, or to fill it. So it just needs the components. And then I'll put Coyote in there. And then we can use him for the soft scan. And then we can build a tunneler, but that's going to require 4 more components on top of that. So many components. Holy cow, these things are so expensive. These things are really expensive. Good lord. Yeah. And we still got to try to sit around and convert these guys. Like, this guy is at 17.4. There's no way he's ever going to like us ever again. Until we can become real good friends with him. Real buddy-buddy. Okay, so... Where's the other components? Alright, let's try to convert. Phil is not of the right faith yet. You're probably not going to convert. Okay, you... We're trying to convert you. Let's convert Phil. If we can convert Phil, that'll make life a lot easier for us as well. Serendity's down, and then let's go to Romanov. Feed, tend. And then these two need to be fed as well. We have enough food, right? Perfect. Feed, feed. I think once he's willing to join us, he'll be a lot better. But his injury is still pretty severe. Yeah, turns out getting shot a bunch of times is not exactly conductive to your health. I guess these guys should be fine. And then Lifty's already grabbing the components. Okay, so now we're going to insert Coyote. Let's go throw him in there. What if instead of RimWorld it was called Freak World, and instead of converting people by talking, you had to kiss them? That's kind of epic, you think? Hello there, Jillians. Well, did you know that is a thing that you could do if you have certain mods installed? I'm not going to tell you which mods, but they do exist. Where you can do all sorts of weird, degenerate things like hand-holding. Oh, this soft scan doesn't take that long. It's only 4 hours. That's not too bad. How's my poison corner going? Oh, geez, that poison's expanded a lot further than I thought. Oh, boy. Okay, so Coyote's okay. Right? Let's see. Scanning sickness. Okay, so he's going to be... No long-term damage. He's just going to be knocked out for a bit. That's fine. Then the Romanov here will try to keep rizzing up. Alright, it's getting there. Nadezha just wants a friend. The poor lass just wants someone she can call a friend in these trying times. Okay, so we have the core, so now I can build a tunneler, but I need 4 more components. And I think that might be the last I think that's the last compacted machinery tile. So once that's done, I'm actually out of options for components on this tile. Probably need long-range mineral scanner after the geothermal gen. Need 8 components, so I'll probably just go straight for the geothermal. But I need advanced components for that too. There's no winning. Oh yeah, no, I'm just letting them rot in the corner. My solution is that later on I can build the tox pumps and I'll just fling the tox packs to a tribal village that it is like. I guess I could trade. Let's see. I don't think they're willing to trade at minus 80, right? I could go down here. Let's see. Let's do a sample. 3 days of travel. It's winter, so I can't travel there right now in winter. However, textiles trader might have something of note. Okay, so I can sell them this. I can't buy components off of them. The parka might be useful, but I also don't want to spend that. I'm hearing thunder, by the way. I think I'm having a thunderstorm tonight, so if I die or my stream suddenly explodes, I just want to say, you know why. You can build a massive warehouse, toss them. I mean, if you can keep them cold and just toss them away, that's fine too, but I'm just leaving them to rot in the corner. I think it's fine. I don't really want to worry about it for the time being. Okay, there we go. Got the Psychic Soothe. We're happy now. Please, Romanov, just join us. There you go. Bit by bit, slowly. Okay. We actually haven't been able to research either because we're too busy cooking food and trying to keep these people happy. Combat CE is not even updated for 1.6 yet, so that's kind of the main issue. I think it is a good idea to do vanilla combat every once in a while so you can at least remember how this works. I haven't actually done it in quite some time, so it's an experience. Let's see, what are my options? Yeah, because we don't have the components either, so I think we have to trade. There's an item stash here. 2 snow hairs. We can get a Psychic Soothe Pulsar. It will... I can't really get over there, though, because, again, we don't have... I can't just leave the colony alone with these prisoners. I mean, I guess I could set up food for them. In fact, let's do that. Let's set up a small shelf here, and that's probably fine. Kind of over it. That's fair. It is a lot. And honestly, my biggest complaint with CE is that, wow, they like to update randomly and break things. We've had that happen on stream more times than should happen, which is not a good sign. And it has been frustrating when it breaks certain things. Like, I remember when Combat Extended updated, it broke the Nekogrod mod, which was very tragic. And broke all the weapons, which was really annoying. Right, Nessa, are you going to be able to grab stuff now? Please recruit Romanov. He's... oh my gosh. Oh, there's no way to recruit this man any faster, is there? He's also... oh, why is he in a low mood? Actually, let's check that. Genetic pessimism, serious pain. Okay, so he wants his drugs. If we give him beer, maybe he'll be happy. Let's do that. Let's, I'll actually administer a... oh, I guess we consumed all the beer. That's unfortunate. I didn't realize we had already consumed all the beer that I had acquired from the other people. I'm actually running out of raw food as well. We have to go hunting. Let's see. Alright, we'll kill the bucks. Alright. Because they're already here anyways. It's easy to kill them. Alright. You get the escort. We're going hunting. Let's go draft these guys up too. Alright, cool. We got one. Let's have them go over there. Let's get you over here too. And then... no, let's get everyone over here. I want everyone to fire together. I want to be very careful I don't accidentally trigger, like, the revenge. Might be a little more difficult than I was anticipating. Okay, there. That one's fallen asleep. Quickly murder it. Does this one not have a gun? Why did that one have to? Why did that one went into melee? All right, whatever. We got what we wanted. Let's hunt this one down, kill it. So, these bucks should be enough to keep us fed for some time. I'm hoping that when spring comes around, we'll be able to at least expand our freezer, so we can store even more food, so we're not gonna starve to death. Oh boy. Holding up from updating the bulk of your mods to 1. Oh, is it that bad? Is it because everyone keeps asking for 1.6 or for Combat Extended update? Because I know you didn't update the other stuff for 1.6 yet. Oh, is that what? Okay, so I have to fix its arm. Okay, got it. Thank you. Probably this one, right? So let's quickly set them to work mode. I think it was clock. Repair him. Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's totally understandable. That thunder is getting very spicy outside. Left leg auto pistol. Okay. This is the one I think I need to fix too. Let's fix you up. Fix up Bucket. Alright, Bucket. I'm gonna give you what you want. Existence. God, there's just no components. I might have to crack open this Ancient Danger. What are the chances I find components inside the Ancient Danger? I guess. Hold on, wait, there's a Mad Muffalo. Which is now a threat that I have to deal with. I need to put a door here as well, just for now. Let's get this heads over here and get the guard. Oh my gosh, it's just ripping apart our androids. Okay, good. So that's fine. Let's have you quickly repair. There we go. Okay. Let's trade. Let's go talk to the traders. I'm curious if they have anything. It's a war merchant, so we should be able to get something useful out of them. Reality is, yeah, this import the bulk of AR to CE. I mean, that's fair. That's a lot of extra work that I don't think you should have to subject yourself to. I can't get components from these people. I could buy a grizzly bear. I don't really want their weapons, though. No, I don't think they have anything I want. That's fine. I'm gonna do... Okay, I'm gonna do a really bad decision. Let's call these guys in. Let's see if we can crack this Ancient Danger. I just want to see if there's anything in there. Full feature parity with C. I know you've been working on it for a very long... I remember we did like the first few like iterations on stream, and it was a very interesting experience. Alright, let's crack this open. And let's just get these 4 ready to just shoot whatever pops out. Okay. I mean, Insectoid is fine, I think. I think that's bearable. Just stand over here to try to bait it out. Okay, so then stand over here. Okay, they're not aggroing on us yet. I'm sure if we... There we go. So now they're aggroed. And then we should be able to just gun it down. Oh, wow. It just ripped apart Apostrophe. Huh. That Mega Spider is kind of scary. Okay, this might be a problem. Come on. There we go. All right. So let's repair you, because you lost your brain and sensors. So a quick repair shouldn't be too bad. And let's repair Bucket here. Let's draft Apostrophe. Thankfully, repair isn't too bad. Just the crafting skill required to repair faster is annoying. A Shaman Merchant, huh? Alright. Just gang up on the poor thing. Yeah, Mega Spiders don't mess around, that's true. Alright, we're gonna save the game. And we're gonna go inside. And let's kill that, and let's crack this open. I'm gonna have these 4 ready to stand and kill whatever shows up. Okay, so hold on. Oh, this one has marine armor. Is it worth capturing any of them? I can't really keep all of them is the problem. Alright. Of course, let's put assembly pre for the autoloader and space furniture because comp animo, comp refuel. Wait, really? Okay, hold on. I think I'm just gonna strip this one and this one. Okay, so just strip these two real fast. And let's quickly put her in marine armor. And then let's see if we can capture them. I think I am okay capturing Lumi's probably fine. And Smelly is probably fine to capture, but that's just gonna be more bodies I have to maintain for now. Maybe it's fine. Let's actually see if we can rescue them. Can I actually order them to... I can't order these to rescue, right? Okay. We'll come back for them. Oh, you mean the reload system? No, if you're playing Combat Extended, you're kind of like locked into that. That's just how that operates. You can't pick and choose that much. Okay, so let's undraft you. We already talked to the war merchant. Where's the other merchant? Talk to the Black Rat merchant here. No components. At least I have the advanced components, which is really nice. Don't think I want anything from them. Can't really sell them anything either. Okay. Let's capture the one named... I think I said I was going to capture Lumi? I don't have enough beds for them. Alright, for the time being, because I don't have anything else, let's put another sleeping spot here. And let's go capture the one named Lumi. Or rescue. Unfortunately, I can't rescue the others. They will perish. Those two will unfortunately die. Such is the way. Okay, so that is bio-coded. That assault rifle is not. 3 advanced components is extra handy. Okay, cool. Smelly is happy that we rescued her, and she's willing to join us. Cool. Okay, so... The problem is I actually took off all of her gear, so why don't we have her stay here for a second, and I'm gonna have you quickly grab all this, all that, and haul that. So that should be enough clothes. You don't haul this marine armor too, so let's see what Smelly can do. Smelly's a good combatant, so I think we'll give Smelly the... We'll definitely give her the marine armor, I think. Yeah, I think we'll give her the marine armor for sure. Okay, but however, she is dying, so we probably need to get her into bed. Which, let's see. Can you self-tend? She's now in a sadistic rage. Because she's hungry. We just rescued her, and now she's ready to beat up people. Alright. Can I stop that from happening? Not really. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's just let that happen. Okay, let's just tend to Lumi. If Romanov died, they probably shouldn't be dead, right? That's fine. At some point, I'm sure she'll fall down. That's about what I expected. Okay. So now I gotta go rescue her from dying. She's alive. She's just crawling to her bed after being smacked around a couple times. Now you're sad. You gotta rescue because she hasn't had any sleep. You know, I might need a... You know, I'm gonna have her chug a bit of Go Juice. She can't use Go Juice because she's a teetotaler. That's right. Okay. Where's my... Oh, wait, I have an idea. Where's Lifty? Okay, haul this. Haul that. Haul this. And that should be enough to get us started. Okay, so Phil should have flipped over to our faith now. Are we the Astro Architects? We're not. Okay, so she flipped to the wrong faith. For some reason. That's a new trick I haven't seen before. Okay, this guy also needs to be tended to. Yeah, well, yeah, I think we're just holding on to the Coke to sell at a later time. Also, clear this all. This should be for meals, but I don't really want to put meals in there right now. Okay, so Smelly should be okay. So let's get you... Okay, so she's not healthy. Once she's healthy, we can give her the armor. Okay, because our main person needs to sleep as well. Romanov is dying. Alright, let's tend, feed, Riz all at once. There we go. We are not having as much medicine as I thought we would have, so we do need to fix that soon. If I recall correctly, she should be able to put marine armor, shirt, and pants on. There we go. Alright, so I think we ended with 2 pawns, which is nice. That's a nice change of pace. I'm pretty happy with how this has panned out so far. We'll probably continue this next week. Probably on Tuesday or Wednesday. Tomorrow, we're going to try to do Vintage Story, because I know that's been on my list of I should probably play this at some point games, and I figured why not do it tomorrow? I was going to do it today, but unfortunately, the game did not want to work correctly. So let's see, who is alive at this hour? Okay, we'll raid May. Yeah, single player. We're not doing. I'm not gonna do multiplayer anytime soon. All right, let's go raid May. Oh my god, she's been streaming for 11 hours. How does she do that? She's absolutely insane. Anyway, say hi to May. She's a good lass. Hopefully you have a good rest of your evening. Enjoy. Again, one more stream tomorrow, and then I disappear until next Tuesday. So, if you want the last bit of professoring that you get, tomorrow is the last day. I'm pretty sure Ray's asleep, so I gotta go say goodnight to her. Goodbye. Thanks for joining on the mostly vanilla run. I think it's interesting. I think this will be fun. I'm excited to see where this goes. Okay, goodbye.
The barrel itself would like be here. The barrel itself would be here, right? And then the hinge, it would snap into place with the